comes a swelling, a tidal wave of noise. A great cloud of white. This is the storm in the desert that the Coyotes and their fans missed last year, and maybe absence has made the heart grow a little bit fonder. Everybody's wearing white, everybody's standing up, and everybody's ready because tonight it's a best of 5. Tonight the Coyotes have a home ice advantage. Tonight the playoffs come to America West Arena. The whiteout is back. Good evening and welcome to the whiteout. Doug McLeod, Charlie Simmer, and Todd Walsh, and it's Game 3 of the Western Conference quarterfinals, the Coyotes and the San Jose Sharks, and this is what it's all about. 82 games, and here we are.
Well, it's really an exciting time for the Coyotes. Nobody thought the Coyotes would be even near the playoffs in their first year of the league, Julie. They have fooled everybody. They haven't fooled themselves, and they haven't fooled these fans. They are really pumped about continuing this series, and they have home ice advantage, you mentioned now, and they definitely want to take advantage of it right starting tonight.
And they come in here, as I said, now it's a best of 5, a loss, and then a win at San Jose, and a lot of hockey already has been played.
Boy, it's been a big series already, and physical play has been the key early, especially when you're the visiting teams. The Coyotes had to go in there and respond. They had to initiate the hits. They took some, they gave some up, and yet they showed up for every shift, and they went there and accomplished what they wanted to do, was to get at least a split up there. They did that, and they continue just to pound away. Nolan will be pounding, the defensemen are going to be pounding. Discipline will be a key here early for both clubs because of the noise, the emotion, the excitement of the Coyotes being back home. But it hasn't all just been hitting. There's been some finesse playing too. Danny Briere, the smallest guy in the ice. What a goal this is, coast to coast on the power play.
Oh, yeah.
That will be a key because there may not be a lot of goals scored in this series. You take advantage of it, and the goal scorers have to score.
Won't be many 8 to 6 games in this series, but there's going to be a lot of blue-collar hard work and a few thrilling moments like the one you just saw, and a few smiles from the Coyotes general manager, who's got himself and his team in the playoffs in his first time out. He's downstairs now with Todd Walsh.
All right, thank you very much, Doug McLeod. Indeed, with Mike Barnett, you're in the postseason. And, Mike, you've got to like your team standing going into this. You got the split on the road, 1-1, coming home to this.
Well, the Sharks are a big, strong, physical hockey club. They play the same style that we play, Todd. You know, it's going to be a battle. Our guys have got to go out there just period by period, concentrate on the individual job they have, follow the coaches' thoughts that were presented to them, and just try to do what got us this far.
A quick word on this atmosphere. I think the electricity has been building for months to this moment. You just saw the first whiteout here under your regime. What's the vibe, Mike Barnett?
Well, I think for the players that haven't seen it before, it's overwhelming. It's very satisfying for all the players, all the coaching staff. They're the ones that have achieved what they've done to get us here. But in the end, it's still a playoff hockey game. They've got to continue to do what got them here, and I have every belief that they're very capable of prevailing.
Go get in your seat and get ready. Enjoy the ride, Mike.
Thank you, Todd.
And Coyotes General Manager Mike Barnett. We'll send it back upstairs to you guys.
They just showed Jeremy Roenick's quote on the scoreboard, that team won't win 20 games. Well, it won double that, and tonight it comes home as the whiteout storms into the desert. It's Game 3 as the Coyotes and the San Jose Sharks get at it next.
I'd like to return Montreal.
But you got a receipt or anything?
Oh, hold on a second. Oh, no. Hey, did I leave the receipt in the car? Well, can I exchange him for something?
I got a Bronx Little Leaguer.
How old is he?
11.
Come be part of our Field of Champions.
Come out to Hillenbrand Stadium and catch all of the exciting action that your defending national champions will bring to the plate. Arizona has the pitching, offense, and defense that it takes to defend their title in 2002. So come along for the ride and be a part of Arizona softball. Watch Arizona take on the schools from Oregon this weekend, and then on Tuesday they'll play their intrastate rival, Arizona State. Call 621-CATS for tickets.
Arizona softball. It's all about winning.
I used to pay someone to wax my car, and then one day I walked into Checker. Yeah, he used to spend about $150 to have his classic detailed. I told him for that he could do it himself, about 30 times. I just showed him he could do it. Give him a few tips, you know.
Oh, yeah. All this and money left over. For the best service, the best selection, and the low price guaranteed, shop Checker Auto Parts. Now get a case of Pennzoil for just 89 cents a quart after rebate with coupon, and your choice of these heavy-duty garage units for just $29.99 each.
Take me fishing, because our boat's cooler than any video game.
Take me fishing, and make me feel 16 again.
Take me fishing, because I miss my boy.
Go to the river, come on, let's go. Go to the river, where the jackpots flow.
We're talking about a real cash cow here at all 3 Gila River casinos. Drawings are held every Monday and Tuesday at 12 and 6 p.m. all month.
Go to the river, Gila River Casino.
The Arizona Sports Report. Your teams, your town, your show. The Arizona Sports Report, nightly at 10.
Coyotes hockey on Fox Sportsnet is brought to you by Budweiser. With a crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer. This Bud's for you. And by Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at MBUSA.com. And now we're ready to go as Patrick Lauder stands out in a white tuxedo. And a white-clad mob will rise to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Land the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Patrick Lauder has done his part, and now the local hockey team, wearing, of course, its white home shirts, is getting ready to do it. It's Game 3 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. The Coyotes and the San Jose Sharks are all locked up at one apiece. White confetti comes down from the ceiling here. 16,210 white-clad crazies are ready. Our Lexus starting goalies are too.
Boy, and both of them have played so well all year and so far into the playoffs. Bobkov, the youngster, just hard to believe he's just in his second year in the National Hockey League. One of the premier goalies already. And one guy that is really soaking it up right now, Sean Burke, enjoying it, going for a ride, and playing some of the best hockey between the pipes of his career.
Can you feel it? Oh, they're all standing, waving the pom-poms. They've got signs, they've got shirts, they've got white hair, even those who don't normally have white hair. And here we go. Big muscle line starting for the Coyotes. Jesus, May, and Wilson with Bannon and Newman on defense. And Game 3 of the playoffs is underway. Sean Burke will drop and cover on this one 10 seconds into the game and immediately give a little whack to Todd Harvey just to say, hello, my front porch here. Wipe your muddy boots elsewhere.
Well, Harvey sprays him with snow, and that's just what it is. Dvorsky's in there talking to him quickly, and Sean's going to say, why, he doesn't have to come in that hard. The play's dead anyways, but just to set its own, you really have to protect that paint, the blue area, where the goaltender stands. These are the keys what we talked about.
The arbiters of this tilt, Paul Dvorsky and Stefan Auger, are the referees. Vaughn Rody and Mike Siddick, the linesmen. And the face-off comes to the right of Sean Burke as he looks at it. The number 6 goals against average in the playoffs at 1.51. The number 5 saves percentage, 945. And the puck whistles back towards San Jose ice. And so this game will have a herky-jerky start to it here. I wasn't sure there was going to get an icing call at all, but Ricci finally reached in and grabbed it. And we'll march back down to Coyote ice again. The Coyotes are coming off a big 3-1 win at San Jose in Game 2 on Saturday. Daryl Sutter's Sharks won 2-1 in the Shark Tank on Wednesday.
Really, I think he has to like the way this game has started already. We've had a couple quick whistles, not much action. So what he's hoping to do with his start is to try and take this crowd out of it a little bit as far as containing the noise level down and not having the Coyotes get into a run-and-gun situation.
Bob Francis, many people's choice as NHL Coach of the Year, had his team really looking a lot more like its old self on Saturday afternoon. Crashing around the net as the game went along, playing very solid defense. And of course, at the end of the rink and the end of the day, there was Sean Burke being his old self as usual. Adam Graves in his 116th playoff game. Owen Nolan. Here's Domfus, and now Graves for San Jose. Uncovered behind the net. A lot of battling going on there. Lankow and Domfus were going at it. Simpson jumps back. The puck dancing around in Coyote ice. A moment of danger here as Nolan fires, and it's wide. And now Peterson wraps it out of the zone. Picked off and neutralized by Mike Rakci, and they pile on in. And a big hit by Peterson on Rakci right at the Coyote blue line. And now Suchi just leveled Domfus. Back comes Doan. Shooting, score! Shane Doan starts the white-off with a goal at 1:06.
Definitely what the Coyotes wanted. Big hit behind the net, sets things up. Doan just steamrolls everybody at the blue line. He takes full control, and he's thinking, shoot, have to shoot there. He let go a rocket, far side, just underneath the post. Danny Briere did it the other side. Big hard shot, and that's the key to a game like this, to get that shot on net early. Yeah, let's get things going. Shane Doan recommitted himself back to playing that second game, and he has carried it on here.
And Bobby Francis said, you can do it. Go out and show me how. Shane Doan is on a 3-game playoff scoring streak. That goal, his second of the playoffs, came on the Coyotes' first shot on goal of the game at only 1:06 of the first period. Here they come again. But the whistle apparently blew down there for offside. Not that we are likely to hear it. And Sean Burke is going to pick up an assist. Sean Burke's second assist. Now Sean Burke is on a 2-game scoring streak. How do you like that?
Big part of it, too. I think Burke would be pretty happy just to be stopping the pucks between the pipes. A little extra bonus there. And it's amazing. Both goaltenders went almost the whole year without any points. And yet, all of a sudden, right away here in the playoffs.
Simpson and Burke get the assists on Doan's goal at 1:06 of the first period. Now San Jose turns the puck back into its own zone. Marco Sturm whistled back out by Ragnarsson. Coyotes checking tightly at the line. Lankow really working on Teemu Solani. The puck pops away from Solani, and Lankow dumps it low. Lemieux out of a high stick. Here's Ladislav Nagy now. Lemieux shovels to the circle. No clear control, but the Sharks will get it away, and it pops back and forth in the neutral zone. Lankow lifts. Blasted down with a stick by Sturm. And now the Coyotes bring it to neutral ice. Brad Stewart there. Now we are only 2 minutes into this game. Solani roughing along with Newman in there, and it's going to be an offside, I think, over there. 2 minutes, 1 second into a game in which the Coyotes already lead. And let's go down to Todd Walsh.
All right, thank you very much, Todd McLeod. There have been whispers in the Coyote locker room the last couple of days that just perhaps, maybe, the San Jose Sharks are uncomfortable in the role of favorites in this series, which leads us to our Geico Direct quote from that man right there, Claude Lemieux. He said their game is a lot like our game. They're usually the underdog. It's a different role for them. I don't underestimate them. They are all under a lot of pressure at home, but remember, they're a good road team. Claude said, we're going to have to be ready. But interesting concept that San Jose not really comfortable in the role of favorites in this series. And when you think about it, maybe they're right. Back to you guys.
Well, it really doesn't matter this time of year. You really have to be prepared for the start of the game.
Here's a drive that's kicked away by Nabokov by Johnson's shot. Kept alive by Briere at the line. Evgeny Nabokov, trouble handling it down low. Punched away by Gary Suter. Coyotes piling it on with hard, tight body checks from the San Jose blue line all the way in. And at the other end, too, but they've really tightened it up down in the San Jose zone. Here's Mike Ricci to lift one deep for the Sharks. Scott Thornton really having a bad time for Barahowski. Briere to the corner, or now they turn it right back behind the net. Sharks attacking low. Suter cutting in, ripped away by Johnson. And as this goes dancing into San Jose ice, it will be an icing call on the Coyotes. Still very early in this game. 2 minutes, 45 seconds into the first period. Shane Doan has this whiteout crowd rocking and rolling already with a 1-0 lead. And do you know what? We can still get you in here for Game 4 on Wednesday, but don't dawdle. And tickets for Game 6, if necessary, will be here on Sunday, April 28th. Ticketmaster, the arena box office, the magic number 480-784-4444, or online at PhoenixCoyotes.com. A few seats are still available for Game 4 on Wednesday. Don't be a stay-at-home and let this building have an empty seat in it that you could have sat in. Although it's hard to stay seated when whiteout hockey comes roaring into this building. This is the 5th time in 6 seasons that we've all had a chance to watch it. Gary Suter now wrapped up by Simpson. And the Sharks try to cycle down low. Off Graves. Wrapped by Nolan. Here's Vincent Damphousse. Graves is right in front, but Damphousse still holding to the line. And a drive by Marchment. Traffic. Turned loose. Handzus swept it out of harm's way. Graves on top of Handzus. And who'll get the penalty? Adam Graves.
Graves going to get a tripping call here. Handzus trying to get that puck out of harm's way. Just chipped it onto the corner and was hoping to go get it. Graves went right in and took the feet from underneath him. As you can see, Graves is very unhappy with that situation. Pretty good shift there by the Sharks. There's that loose puck. Graves has it. He loses it. Now there's the trip. Right there you can see him take the feet out from underneath Handzus as he was just chipping it to the corner to take it out of harm's way.
Well, guys, with this power play opportunity, a chance to go online with our virtual coach. The question right now, which team will have more power play chances? Both teams have struggled a bit on the power play in games 1 and 2. Both teams have talked about improving their power play. We'll see what happens tonight, but you can vote right now at foxsports.com on Lycos. The keyword virtual coach. Doug McLeod, back to you.
All right, Todd, it's power play number 1 tonight for the Coyotes as Graves gets the gate at 3:11 of the first period. The Coyotes, who were shut out in 7 attempts in Game 1 Wednesday at San Jose, went 1 for 4 in Game 2 Saturday. Here's Briere shooting, save Nabokov. And as the puck goes dancing around, Ragnarsson wraps it off the wood. Ricci tries to clear. Newman holds the line. Ricci comes over the top. And the Coyotes will jump back to angle it free to neutral. Briere on the tape. Newman is there. Here's the power play on the rush, and the puck misfires to the line. Briere kept it alive. Now Newman is way over on the left wing, and here's Claude Lemieux. They tighten, they fire, a save by Nabokov, and Ricci swings it away.
Danny Briere with almost the identical scoring opportunity as he did the other day in San Jose. Nabokov was ready for that one. Lemieux driving hard to the net, bumping Nabokov. He got physical in there, so definitely you can get in there to rattle that young goaltender.
The Coyote power play, which finished the regular season 15.6%, operated during the regular season, again in 5 games against San Jose, at a 5 for 23 clip, almost 22%, 21.7%. As I mentioned, it was 1 for 4 in the 3-1 win in San Jose on Saturday. Here's Ladislav Nagy. 35 seconds to shoot on their first power play. Savage there. It's Mara. One-timer Savage snatched out of the ether there by Evgeny Nabokov, and he'll hang on with 28 seconds remaining in the Coyote power play.
Nabokov in there. He wants to make sure he gets his team off to a good start. It's not a good sign when the team scores early against you, but what he's going to try and do is just settle things down as much as possible. Control his emotions, and again, have that confidence level of the players playing in front of him back to where it has been all year, because rookie of the year one year, you don't become a bad goalie in the next year. That's for sure.
He was really a diamond in the rough, and some goalies have been that way. A 9th rounder, the 219th player drafted in 1994. I seem to remember a guy named Hobby Boulin was not very much higher than that either. So once in a while you find one, and sometimes it turns out to be a goalie. 25 to shoot in the power play. Drake Berehowski for the Coyotes knocks it low. Here's now a loose puck. Ricci without a stick can do that. He can pass it out of his own zone or to a teammate there with his hand. A dozen seconds left in the power play. Maybe one last rush on it for the Coyotes. They've had 3 shots in the Nabokov already. Here they come. 5 to shoot as the puck winds around the board. Mike Rapsy there. Up past Lankow. Power play is over with 3 shots for the Coyotes. They'll go 0 for 1 so far. Sharks back at neutral. Nothing there. Nagy turns it back through the logo. A long banker deep. Nabokov is there. Punched away to Ricci. Coyotes changing their defense at the time. Vanneman and Newman now back on. And the Sharks are changing on the fly. 5.5 minutes into a first period. An early goal by Shane Doan. Now at Reynolds deep. Swept away by Burke, and here's May to turn it away. And Teemu Selanne, with the great jets that he has, comes back to pick it up. And cough it up. And Suter will knock it out of the zone. Turned right back by O.C. Vanneman. And Landon Wilson showed the puck to Marchman and then dumped it in. Suter tries to clear. They cough it up again. Answers fires. It hits traffic and bounces away. And Marchman will clear it away. Now back into Shark territory. Nabokov there. Look at Brad May charging down, taken into the boards by Marchman. 2 great, gritty, hard body checkers right there collided. Fans wanted a penalty and got done. Patrick Marleau drives it back over the line for San Jose. Here's Succi now for the Coyotes. Away from Selanne. Pretty good idea. Put in by Stewart. Knocked out by Succi. And now it's Brian Savage driving the line. Savage shoots one and a save by Nabokov. With 13:22 to go in the first period, the whiteout has begun indeed.
Arizona DUI law just got tougher.
Under new DUI laws, you can be arrested for driving with an alcohol level of .08 and extreme DUI of .15.
Blumberg and Associates is ready to represent you.
You may lose your license, spend time in jail, and face heavy fines.
Call our trial team today for a free consultation.
My firm is ready to fight for you.
So if you're arrested for any reason, call Blumberg and Associates at 264-1900.
On the next Beyond the Glory, Kobe Bryant was destined to be an NBA legend.
Nobody could touch him. Nobody could stop him.
But his desire to be the best clashed with his fellow superstar.
He needs to learn how to use everybody else.
And almost brought a franchise to its knees.
You know, they're like worrying about whose team it is.
It's a story of talent and ego. Kobe Bryant, Beyond the Glory. Sunday at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
The NL's Elite Battle. Gonzalez and the D-backs. Chipper and the Braves. Wednesday and Thursday on Fox Sports Net. The last word.
Sports talk will never be the same.
A lot of smack, a lot of controversy.
Oh, wait, there's more.
I am all over this. I am all over that.
The last word. Reinvent sports talk as you know it. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Shane Doan got the early goal. It's 1-0 Coyotes right now, nominated for an Emmy for Outstanding Sports Series. It is changing the face of sports television. Catch it tonight at 11 o'clock, right here on Fox Sports Net. Danny Briere on a 2-game goal-scoring streak coming into tonight. Squares away for the draw against Ricci and wins it, and Berehowski tees a drive. Quick moment of danger there as Nabokov. There was collision going through, and Evgeny Nabokov is down, and he's not getting up.
Doug, I'm not sure if it's just from the shot that might have caught him just above the pads and below the pants, or else it was contact. Ragnarsson and Johnson driving hard to the net. Stop it right here. Not a lot of traffic here, but watch as these two players have contact going hard to the net. Johnson's going to try to battle around the lines, and there's the contact. Loose puck. There you can see Johnson. It looked like a little bit of a knee into the back rib area.
He was being slashed at the time.
Of Nabokov. He just dragged that leg right at the last second. Good hard shot. No traffic in front, but you can see Nabokov not handle the puck very well from a clean shot. And that's why Johnson went at it. There's that right knee. Might have caught Nabokov in the rib area. And he's just shaken up here a little bit.
Evgeny Nabokov will certainly not leave this game unless he is near mortally incapable of continuing. Rookie Mika Kiprasov is their backup.
But Doug, he's been barking at the refs all night, and that started with Claude Lemieux from the far corner in that second shift on the power play about contact with the goaltender. So what he's doing right here is just setting up a tone to see if he can get a penalty drawn his way about the traffic going hard at him, because the referee said they were going to call that.
Briere, Savage, and Johnson, the Coyote line now. Mara and Berehowski, the defense, lock alive in the San Jose zone. A hit by Berehowski, frees it. Savage fires, and I'm not sure Nabokov knew where that was going, but it didn't go in the back of the net.
Well, this is just a hard, gritty work by the line. Out there, Briere's doing a good job on the face-off. This time, Savage just got it at the net. And again, that's what's so important to see what happens here. We'll stop it here. There's good contact to keep the puck in. Now, Savage is going to make the big loop. And this is called supporting the puck. So he comes in to help out, makes a little move there, and just fires it hard at the net. And Nabokov almost lost that off the blocker. Not a very dangerous shot from that far out, but yet the lack of speed might have fooled the young goaltender.
And now Peterson for the draw, but this one is won by San Jose's Vincent Damphousse. And Damphousse, checked by Nabokov, or by Nazarov rather, gets it out. And Owen Nolan flings it in. This is their money line for San Jose. Damphousse, Nolan, and Adam Graves. A lot of experience there. Puck to neutral, turned back by Rapchi, but not very far. The Coyotes have really succeeded at tilting the ice toward the San Jose end since the goal by Shane Doan, after the Sharks began the game really motoring around in the Coyote end. Since then, it has not happened. Teams changing on the fly now. Owen Nolan, the Sharks captain, away to Graves. Adam Graves and Vincent Damphousse just barely onside. Burke behind the net triggers it away. It hit something on the boards and is wrapped all the way back up into the stands by San Jose. Face-off coming in the Coyote zone with 12:18 to go in the first period. Doan from Simpson and Sean Burke makes it 1-0 Coyotes. Coming up tonight on the Arizona Sports Report, Jody Jackson takes a look at why do they do it, their motivations, the skating wounded, but they all do it. The Diamondbacks head south, opening a 3-game set in Atlanta tomorrow. And complete coverage of this game, too. All the sports stories you want to know about on your Arizona Sports Report immediately following our game.
Well, it's so good to have Teppo back into the game. You can see 47 total games. The points cover themselves, and we talked about that first game up in San Jose. Total man games in the playoffs for the Coyotes starting defenseman, 26. So with Teppo in there, definitely doubles that up very quickly.
Blanco whistles it in. Punch to the boards by Nabokov. And the puck jumps free now. Big hit by Claude Lemieux. Sends Sutter down. And behind the net now Nagy. Dueling away. Got it free. Wraps it up the advertising. Bannon pops it. Little handball there. A wrap at it by Lankow. Crazy hot potato kind of puck now. And it goes glancing out to neutral ice. Bannon swings it down. Offside. Coyotes with 11:43 to go in the first. They lead 1-0 on a goal by Shane Doan, 66 seconds into this game. Coyotes on home ice for the first time in this playoff series, where they're on a 4-game winning streak.
Claude Lemieux trying to get the fans back into this game. Not much has happened since that big goal, but you can always do that with a big hit. Instead of going for the puck, he just took Sutter out of the play and then started grinding along the boards. And that's what you look at, 104 hits in that first, or I should say the second period up in San Jose. And yeah, he's been there before. 4 Stanley Cups and a Conn Smythe Trophy to go with it.
224th playoff game for Claude Lemieux. It's experience that you can only get the hard way, and he's got it. Sharks jam a rink-wide pass from Harvey to Marlowe. Doesn't work. Here's Patrick Marlowe now. Crossing with Harvey. And Harvey fires, and a save by Burke, and the puck dances free. Picked up by Harvey. Here's Solani, broken up by Lankow. Shoveled out to neutral ice, and there's Claude Lemieux. Slides it to Teppo Numminen. Teppo up the middle. Nearly got a shot away. And now wraps it in front for a shot, but that will not deflect for Ladislav Nagy. And they scrub down in the corner boards now. Pulled away by Marchand. Here's Gary Suter now as Nagy goes down hard. And Suter breaks it away for the Sharks and wraps it down on to Sean Burke. And Zeus floats it free. Picked up by Brad May. Put on the brakes, took the hit, got it to Wilson, who fires in a save. Puck into the corner now. Barrett jumps down. A swat by May, sends it low. Nicholas Sundstrom, number 24, behind the net in his own zone. Now for Ricci. And Mike Ricci. His long hair streaming in the breeze here in the big whiteout clad crowd tonight. Turned right back at the line. And it's turned by Wilson off May. Now it's Stewart. Ragnarsson took a swat at the puck. Landon Wilson goes crashing down. And it's May worked on along the boards by Brad Stewart. And really being held May by Stewart now. Ragnarsson down there working on Landon Wilson. Puck dancing around. And turned down by San Jose. Here's Scott Thornton to lope it out to neutral. Panzu's doing minor surgery on him. And now down goes Burke. And Barahowski comes in working away on Thornton. And everybody exchanges pleasantries just past the halfway mark of period number 1. And cautions given by the Gendarmerie tonight. This year's Dvorsky and Auger. And it's 1-0 Coyotes.
Tonight on your Arizona Sports Report.
I've watched games for a year now, so back in cheerleading, I'm tired of it. I want to play now.
It's been exactly 1 year since Matt Manti was on the mound. Why are the Diamondbacks still holding back this dominant closer? We'll profile the Iceman's comeback. Plus, Kurt Schilling gives us his post-game reaction from today's D-backs Braves matchup. Your teams, your town, your show. The Arizona Sports Report tonight at 10.
Last word. Oh, no. Here we go again. Electrifying, gravity-defying, mesmerizing. Oh, wait, there's more. Things are heating up. A lot of smash, a lot of controversy. Welcome to the jungle. I am all over this. I am all over that.
The last word. Green Bay. Sports talk, as you know it. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Did they go to the whiteout or did they not? Only their hairdresser knows for sure. 9:55 to go in the first. 1-0 Coyotes. Great to have you with us on Fox Sports Net. Doug McLeod, Charlie Simmer, Todd Walsh, and our great crew here in Phoenix as the playoffs come home and the whiteout begins. Peterson tossed out of the face-off, and now Doan will come in against Domfus in the Coyote zone. Doan ties up Domfus nicely. Puck comes loose, and Simpson whips it away to center. And San Jose is offside. And see if there's more than that. Apparently not. An offside call. Let's go down to Todd.
All right, thank you very much, Doug McLeod. Believe it or not, I did take the Concorde over from the Alltel Ice Den to America West Arena for the conclusion of the San Jose skate this morning. I had a chance to talk to that guy right there, Teemu Solani, who obviously has experienced the whiteout before in that series with the Mighty Ducks. And you know what? They talked about the first 10 minutes of this game feeding off the energy of the whiteout because it can give the opposing team a boost as well, but still they trail 1-0. Interesting conversation the Sharks did have on that subject. Back to you.
Well, it definitely is a big part of the game. We're working off of momentum. Whether you're giving it or getting it, even the visiting team can take advantage of it.
Charlie, you talked earlier tonight about the old days of Chicago Stadium, and I well remember, of course, broadcasting for the visiting team, in those days the Minnesota North Stars. They got very pumped, especially in the playoffs. The visiting team fed a lot off that noise and emotion. Now they crash the net. Namakov's down. The puck isn't near him. It comes loose. Doan got a piece of it, and an almighty belt there from Nolan. At the line, Simpson lets it go for a tip that just sails up and out. Shane Doan was right there.
Doug, interesting conversation. I was talking with Rick Bowness and Cliff Fletcher this morning, and they were really talking about the way the Vancouver Canucks defensemen get the puck at the net, and they wanted to really work on that. Rick Bowness says, I already talked to my guys about that, and that's a great example. That last play right there is to get it through the crowd, somehow get it at the net for a deflection, because the guys work so hard to keep that puck in the offensive zone. Why not get the puck at the net? Because both teams love to go hard to the paint. They love to be in front of the net, and a lot of things, good things, can happen down there. You can see down low Shane Doan trying to get his position. He got it, deflected it, and he shakes his head after how he didn't make a better deflection at it, but that's all it takes because it sets up second and third shots.
Danny Briere swings this one deep into enemy ice, and down comes Brian Savage. Took the hit. Johnson there, wrapped to the line, popped away from Bannon. He's checked, but it's pulled right back again by Mike Johnson. Eased the puck into the San Jose zone. Body checking has been solid both ways right from the get-go here tonight. Long forward pass out by San Jose to nobody. No icing was going to happen there, so Burke played the puck. Reason for no icing, San Jose player was going to come down and get that puck. And this will be a two-liner apparently. Or an offside pass with 8:24 to go in the first period. 1-0 Coyotes on a goal by Shane Doan. Talking about the defense, Charlie, and Rick Bowness, who's in charge of the defense for the Coyotes, really has those guys together as a unit. They go and have dinner together on the road. They all walked to the rink the other day for the day game rather than ride the team bus, so everybody be awake and get the blood going for a noon game. And just has everybody kind of motoring along. They all sit on one end of the bench there and try to keep them as a unit.
Well, what they do, too, everybody's been talking about the defense of the Coyotes, saying how good of it, and it's been good all year. What makes them better right now is the way the forwards are helping out. They're really helping out the defensemen. The defense are blocking the way to the front of the nets, and so what they're doing, and the only way they can do that is to have those forwards make sure that they take the guys coming late.
Ricci knocked it back down over the line. Here's Marchment, wrapped up by Mira. Marchment tries to swing it in front. The puck is loose down low. Sharks cycle the drive and a save by Burke, and it's knocked out of the zone.
So there's a great example of what San Jose is not doing enough of for them to get going in this series, and that's driving hard to net. Little deflections just towards the front of the net.
They were doing it better than the Coyotes in game one. Pulled back down now by Sundstrom. Swept away by Burke. Coyotes going to clear the puck, and Nagy plays it back to center. Here comes Claude Lemieux. The defense is changing, so Lemieux hangs onto the puck for a minute. Now Barahowski will throw it in and step out of the check from Todd Harvey. Up to the line, it's Harvey now for San Jose. Over by the bench, Langkow and Thornton were banging away on each other as they went off on a change. Nothing more happening now. Now penalties coming on Coyotes. A tripping penalty is going to give the San Jose Sharks their first power play of the evening's festivities.
Boy, a lot of action going on in front of the net wasn't called. You can see as the puck turns back up the ice, there's just a little bit of a trip there by Ossi Vannanen to set up the play. Down goes Marleau, and into the box goes Ossi Vannanen. Guys need a big-time kill here.
First power play of the evening on the way for San Jose. Emmy nominated tonight, Howie Long's draft analysis. Jill McGill, LPGA Girl Gone Bad. And George Wendt. Norm from Cheers is back at the bar tonight at 11 only on Fox Sports Net. Sharks were 0 for 5 Saturday. In game one last Wednesday, 1 for 6. Here's their power play now. Teams with identical 1 for 11 power plays. Basically 9.1%. Their power plays have been factors only because they haven't produced very much early in the playoff series. As you go deeper in the playoffs, power play is that make or break feature many times. Cleared all the way down by the Coyotes, and they'll quickly change all 4 penalty killers.
The key to the Coyotes penalty killing as of late is to really go at the forwards. You're looking at Danfus, Nolan really trying to set up plays along the half boards. In that case, Simpson went all the way up almost to the blue line to break up the play.
Here's Simpson working down low. Sharks knocking along the left wing, broken up by Langkow. Loose puck to Newman and couldn't get out. Simpson's over there against Taylor Solani, and now it's stolen. And the puck comes free, and it's blasted the other end by Teppo Newman.
Good combination there, forwards, defensemen. Good communication with getting at those loose pucks, and that's what's going to be a key to good penalty killing.
Sharks pound this one down with 57 seconds to go on their power play. Off the top of the wall. Now Thornton. Bushwhacked by Suchi. And the puck loose. Jammed up to the line. Gary Suter's there. Tipped by Suchi Madonna. Thornton in front. Just a pinball flip away by Burke. Suter bangs it along the line. Here's a long drive. Traffic stop. Now Ricci crashes in. The puck still loose. And Sean Burke makes the save.
Talk about a massive human being standing in front of Burke, and again, a very simple play by San Jose. It's the first time they've been able to go defense to defense. We stop it here. You take away the zone up through the middle. You start it back up, and they slide it all the way across. Now they just fired at the net. A lot of traffic. Rebound there. Ricci can't get it from his skate back to his stick, and that's when the pile comes on after that, and no second and third chances. Again, another look, just throw it at the net. You can see Thornton standing in there. He did a great job of screening and redirecting it, and here comes the mass of bodies. If no one's standing, no one's going to be scoring.
Our virtual coach results, who will have more power play chances. Look at that. 67 to 33%. The Coyotes. So far, it's dead even, but the night is yet a puck. You can log on and vote too as the evening goes along on foxsports.com on Lightning. Coyotes will be in full strength in 25 seconds. Net at the line. The short power play rejected. And Thornton's there. Slips it away. Out comes Gilson. As we mentioned in San Jose, is pretty much there for power play duty. Ricci down off the wing, slides to Stewart. The shot saved by Burke. Away to Simpson and out of the zone. 2 shots for San Jose on that power play. It's over and the Coyotes are in full strength. With 5 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first period, the Coyotes shut down the first San Jose man advantage and hold the 1-0 lead.
Come on, look at this guy. It's got to be over 100 degrees out there. You have any idea what that does to an engine?
Need a motor oil for hot temperatures? We developed one. Pennzoil Synthetic resists thinning to protect engines in hot summer conditions.
Please pick up your Pennzoil Synthetic motor oil at your Checker Auto Parts store.
Take me fishing and show me how to drive the boat.
Take me fishing, so we'll always have something in common.
Take me fishing, because my wedding will be sooner than you think.
On the next Beyond the Glory, Kobe Bryant was destined to be an NBA legend.
Nobody could touch him. Nobody could stop him.
But his desire to be the best clashed with his fellow superstar.
He needs to learn how to use everybody else.
And almost brought a franchise to its knees.
You know, they're like worrying about whose team it is.
It's a story of talent and ego. Kobe Bryant, Beyond the Glory. Sunday at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
Definitely a big kill for the Phoenix Coyotes. They lead by 1. Over 5 minutes left here in the first period, and very emotional start to this game.
San Jose sends the puck into Coyote ice, and they work along the wall. Adam Graves looking for a target of opportunity is belted by Barahowski. It's a great look at Barahowski working on the wily veteran Graves. Tipped away by Burke. Whoop, right through the front porch again, and Sean Burke will drop and cover.
Well, Graves, what a competitor he is all those years with the New York Rangers. Great community service man, good teammates, and anything that's called upon him, he'll do for the good of the team. Had himself a very good season after such a dismal part of the years. Last year with the Rangers they let him go to San Jose, and he has been a great player, not only on the ice, but I think what you look for with all these good young players in San Jose is that leadership in the locker room.
And what must he be thinking? Look who's in the playoffs, and look who is not. Adam Graves in his 116th NHL playoff game here tonight. 9-7 Coyotes in shots on goal. 4:51 to go in the first period. 1-0 on a goal by Shane Doan. San Jose attacking low. Nolan there. Here's Graves. behind the net, could not get to the puck. Nazarov with a big hit down there on Mike Ratchey. Puck squirts away. Simpson pulls up, swings it off the glass. And Nazarov will ease it back towards San Jose ice. No icing, though. Mike Ratchey looks back. Doan lines him up. Ratchey punches it back out to neutral. Suchi's right there. Coyotes are offside if they touch this puck in San Jose ice. Now it's all right. San Jose has touched it. Turned away. Blues. Doan keeps it alive. Evgeny Nabokov eases it back there now for Ratchey. And he's bushwhacked by Peterson. Cleared by San Jose and tracked down now by Simpson.
Well, France is shaking up his lines. That second game in San Jose has Doan out there with Peterson and Nazarov, and it paid dividends in that game. Very aggressive play all night.
Solani and Landon Wilson went down together hard. It's icing on San Jose with 3:46 to go in the first period. And it's not too early to place your deposits for full or partial season tickets for next year. Deposits start as low as $100, so you can grab your seats now, get whiteout priority, seating priority for the new arena in Glendale, and all the other benefits that come with being a season ticket holder. 480-563-PUCK. Call right now and get in the game as a Coyotes season ticket holder. Pom-poms are flying. They had the white wave going when we were away at commercial. Jammed into the building here tonight. I'm told there are a few seats available still for Wednesday night. Nagy swings it up. Here's Newman and lets it fly off traffic. Now Lemieux fires on a save by Nabokov. Turned away to Teemu Solani and the Sharks. Solani with Lankow all over him. Here's Newman and deep in his own zone. Got it out to neutral ice. The Sharks will track it down. Suter loping back into his own zone to grab on. It's icing on the Coyotes. Nagy can't believe that. Arguing with the biggest guy on the ice right now, and that's linesman Mike Civic.
Got a good case there, too, and that the defensemen are so good at it. He's going to say, hey, that's a U.S. Olympian. You got to be kidding me. He's faster than that. Just turns accidentally the wrong way. There's a good long stride, and he just gets to it. Perfect timing, and that's an art these defensemen learned, and it really works to your advantage if you can get away with it. And of course, more seasoned veterans like Temple Newman and Gary Suter will get away with it a lot more than the youngsters will. They're not really fooling anybody as far as the linesmen are concerned, other than the respect that they're showing.
Gary Suter from Team USA. Talk about the great hockey-playing Sutter family, but the Suters aren't too nasty bad either. I mean, Gary was on the silver medal team. He had a brother playing for the gold medal in 1980. Here's a loose puck in the Coyote zone. No damage done. Bannerman swings it away. Might be a 2-on-1. Nagy there. Back to Lankow. Shot just wide. Lankow keeps it alive. Slings it up. Center point. Bannerman shoots one. Save Nabokov. And the puck turned out to Solani. Teemu Solani, very fast, but he has no help with him as San Jose was changing lines and the puck glances out.
Well, that could have been very dangerous for the Coyotes. You really have to close on him very quickly at the end of a shift. You know that he's waiting for someone to come from the bench, and they're the most dangerous guys.
Here's Gary Suter. Thornton now through neutral ice, and he wraps it high. Sushi chases the puck, did a little squib on the ice, though. It bounced away from him. Now they work along the boards. Brad May charges right through. Puck comes loose, though. Sundstrom got it out of traffic. Loose to Landon Wilson, and out they come. 2:11 to go in the period. Jesus just behind Wilson, who was wide open in the slot. Double teaming Jesus. Oh, he got a big-time punch in the face right there from Ricci. Ricci had no stick at the time. And the Sharks blast this one away. Race is on here, but it will be icing on San Jose with under 2 minutes to go in the first period.
Doug, that was a great shift. The last two shifts were good for the Coyotes. There was about an 8-minute lull there where the San Jose Sharks were starting to get some down-low cycling, some shots on net. It all started with the shift before this, a couple big hits, and all of a sudden now the Coyotes have that momentum going into the end of this period. 162 to go.
11-8 Coyotes in shots on goal. And the face-off coming in the San Jose zone. Dennis Peterson. Simpson, Suchi, Dole, Johnson. On for the Coyotes now. And it'll be Peterson against Vincent Damphousse. Or not.
Damphousse gets the shake out of there, and again, they have to come in and set their sticks and get ready to go. Visiting team first.
Coyotes win the draw. Suchi shoots, blocked in traffic. Nabokov down, does not have the puck yet, and now he will cover it. Evgeny Nabokov. A look at the clock, and who can blame him?
Boy, he has not really handled those rebounds very well. And of course, there's been a lot of traffic in front of Nabokov. The key right here, we stop it here. You see everybody being tied up here. Teppo will start to come to the middle of the ice to give himself a better angle and allow the traffic to get to the front of the net. There's the traffic. Does not get all the way through. There's contact. Johnson again bumping into Nabokov. So that's a couple times they've had contact. And when the goaltender's out that far, if you're reaching for that puck and getting hit, you might as well fall on him if you can.
Now the puck alive. It swings away into the corner. Peterson's right there. Can't get to the puck. He wants an interference penalty or a hold, and I think they're going to get one here. And they are. It's a hold.
Boy, Peterson has really stepped up. Missed most of the time that he has been here with the Coyotes, and between Johnson and Peterson, they both worked extra hard to try and get that puck. Maybe they weren't going to get it, but what they did, the key was to try and keep their feet moving to cause the penalty, to draw the penalty, and that's something that this time of the year is very important. There you can see the grab right there. The stick is held by Damphousse, quite evident there with that left hand, and the penalty is called. But that doesn't happen if Peterson just says, oh, you have me, I'm going to stand here, you got me. He continued to work hard to go for that loose puck.
Power play number 2. Damphousse for holding at 18:24 of the first. Briere, Johnson, Savage, Doan, and Newman. Here's Mike Ricci now to bring it back over the line. Ricci shorthanded. Bear in mind the Sharks, a very dangerous team in the regular season, shorthanded. And the second most shorthanded goals in the league, 15. Briere really being worked on by Sundstrom, and the puck wrapped away. And there's going to be a penalty behind the play. Two-man advantage for the Coyotes. A big old slash being whistled on Sundstrom.
Well, Shane Doan says, I've had enough of this, and this is one of the things that the Coyotes have to watch. They put a forward back on the bench, but Sundstrom was really holding that puck along the boards. He just got nailed by Doan, and as he was skating away, he took the slash, and what happens, Doan grabs his arm right away, so it shows the referee that he was slashed, and that almost forces the referee into that call. And talk about momentum now. Minute and 9 seconds to go here in the first period. A minute and 33, 5-on-3. The Coyotes have to definitely go into this locker room on a very positive high, and the only way they can do that is to score at least one power play goal here.
Everybody standing up with 69 seconds to go in the first period. Don't you wish you were here? 5-on-3 power play. And now the rhythm just pulses out of the walls and the ceiling of this building as Danny Briere stands in against Stern for the draw. Teppo Newman and side saddles over. And now it's Doan. 5-on-3 power play. Last minute of period 1 right now. Doan for Newman. And Doan shoots, a save by Nabokov. And Briere jumps in to keep it alive. Puck pulled away. Kept alive by Doan. He fires down low. Saved by Nabokov and cleared away by Mike Ratchey. 39 seconds left in the period. 5-on-3 power play. Here's Nagy. It's Doan. He grips it, rips it. Saved by Nabokov, and the puck spins free. Nagy with 27 seconds to go in the period. It's Teppo Newman. And now Doan. Here's Teppo. 21 to shoot in the period. 5-on-3 power play. Doan is there. Now Teppo. Fans yelling shoot. It's Nagy in the circle. One-timer by Teppo. Got nothing on that one, but retrieves the puck in the center circle. They might get one last attack. 7 seconds left in the period. And a penalty coming on Lemieux. And that will negate the 5-on-3.
Well, Well, you know they're going to look for one. You have to make sure you stay out of it. But this is not the problem with this power play. It's the lack of shots on net. It started out great with a couple good opportunities. But what happened, too much passing back and forth. Right here you can see is they go right through the neutral ice. He's trying to buy Doan some extra time at that point. The shot goes hard on net, but right there's the interference. You know they're looking for one, but it all starts. You go back to the last 20 seconds of the power play, get it at the net.
Well, this readjusts the Coyote power play now to 4-on-3 with 6.7 seconds to go in the first period. Eventually, San Jose will have about a minute of power play time in the second period. Briere tripped by Nolan right out of the faceoff, but you can only call so much. And that is the end of period one. Shane Doan gets the whiteout crowd going early. When we come back, our Bud Light What's on Tap, Todd Walsh with a Coyote player. Our Fox Hockey Archives will look at what it's been like to play in overtime in the history of the Stanley Cup playoffs, and our first period stats and highlights as well.
Well, definitely the Coyotes have to be happy with the 1-0 lead, but you look at those last minute 5-on-3, just keep on pounding at the net, and Bobkov has been having a hard time handling that puck. Plus, it's an extra positive thing. The Coyotes are on a high note. Extra players there looking for that rebound.
And so we go to the first intermission, and the whiteout has returned in a big, loud way. And after one, thanks to Shane Doan, the Coyotes have taken the lead in Game 3 of this playoff series, 1-0. You're watching Fox Sports Net, your home for Coyotes hockey all season long.
Hi, I'm Bob Warner, former Sun Devil. Hi, I'm Pat Burrow with the Philadelphia Phillies.
Hi, this is Willie Bloomquist, former Sun Devil and current Seattle Mariner.
Hi, this is Craig Counsell. We won our championship last year. Come see the Sun Devils win theirs this year.
Arizona State Baseball has hit the field this season and wants you to be part of the home team. For tickets, call 480-965-2381 or go to thesundevils.com.
Arizona DUI law just got tougher.
Under new DUI laws, you can be arrested for driving with an alcohol level of .08 and extreme DUI of .15.
Blumberg and Associates is ready to represent you.
You may lose your license, spend time in jail, and face heavy fines.
Call our trial team today for a free consultation.
My firm is ready to fight for you.
So if you're arrested for any reason, call Blumberg and Associates at 264-1900.
The NL's Elite Battle. Gonzalez and the D-backs. Chipper and the Braves. Wednesday and Thursday on Fox Sports Net. Arizona has a nightly sports report dedicated to hometown teams and hometown highlights. Your teams, your town, your show. The Arizona Sports Report, nightly at 10 on Fox Sports Net. Every move, every story, every weeknight.
Did you see that? That's a classic! You believe that?
This is totally NASCAR.
This is Fox Sports Net.
Your exclusive destination for all that is NASCAR. Totally NASCAR. Weeknights at 6.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 8 and 11.
The first intermission is in the books, and what a period it was. The Coyotes lead the San Jose Sharks 1-0 after one. I'm Todd Walsh outside the Coyotes locker room, joined now by Brad May. And Brad, first things first, your first whiteout. What was it like out there?
Wow, what an atmosphere. You know, we went out there and warm up. I mean, it wasn't a full building, and it felt great. And then when we went out, when we first started, what a great feeling.
You set the tone early, and Brad, in one shift, I saw you hit about 7 guys, but that's the physical nature of playoff hockey.
Well, you know what? That's the type of game that Landon, Michael, and I have to play, as well as the rest of our team. But you know, the way we get going is one after another, and one of the lines have to set the tone, and then it's like. It's contagious. The guys follow along right with you.
Composure wins hockey games. Do you feel like you've taken it away from them? They're just looks like that far away from snapping.
Well, you know what? I mean, it's happened. I mean, obviously that was a good first period for us. You know, being ahead coming out of that period, we knew they were going to come out, you know, as hard as they could. But 40 minutes ago, they're professionals over there. They're a good hockey team, and we got to expect better.
One final thought. We're going to talk about Shane Doan. I want to show you his goal because Bob Francis challenged him, and he challenged himself, and look what Shane Doan has here.
Outstanding. What a shot. You know what? He had a guy coming in. It was almost a 2-on-1, but Donor, what a shot. This guy can play, and everybody that's been here in Phoenix for as long as Shane has knows how good he is, and he just proved it.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
That is Brad May. The Coyotes 1-0 after 1. We'll be back after this.
Take me fishing, because our boat's cooler than any video game.
Take me fishing, and make me feel 16 again.
Take me fishing, because I miss my boy.
Wondering what all the excitement is about? Find out at Toyota's Test Drive, the best sales event. Drive the Toyota Tundra, voted best pickup truck, or the Highlander, which received best midsize SUV recognition. And the list goes on to include other Toyotas that have people cheering, like the totally redesigned Camry and Corolla. See them all at Toyota's Test Drive, the best sales event. You can get $1,000 cash back, and right now you can lease a new 4Runner for $279 a month with only $999 down. It's time to see what all the buzz is about. Visit a Valley Toyota dealer today.
The rules have changed. Now there is no up or down. Introducing Mach 3 Turbo. Total comfort whether you shave down or up. A new anti-friction coating on all 3 blades. Plus a new strip releases even more lubrication. So even against the grain, you get less irritation and the closest shave. It's turning the shaving world upside down. The revolutionary new Mach 3 Turbo. From Gillette, the best a man can get.
Look, I'm a painter. I need my truck during the daytime to make a living.
Yeah, he's a regular here. Oil, shocks, bearings, you name it.
Oh, I gotta love this place. I'm open nights and weekends. Like, I got the time and money to let some dealership keep my truck all day so they can swap out some plug wires.
For the best service, the best selection, and the low price guaranteed, shop Checker Auto Parts. Get your choice of these fine Coleman Powermade products for only $299 each, and this all-band radar detector for only $44.99.
Some say our country's in a funk. Punks. We're Americans. We're hot rodding, wave shredding, bronc busting, meat eating sons of guns, and we're gonna keep rolling. You a little short on dough? I got your back. I've beefed up my value menu so you can fill up and get on with your guitar wailing, tree hugging, chainsawing, spring breaking, allowance earning, freedom loving life. Oh, and one more thing. Keep smiling. This is still the best darn country on earth.
The best damn sports show, period. It's comedy, commentary, scores, and highlights. Weeknights at 8 and 11.
You're back inside America West Arena. There you see the score. The Coyotes lead the San Jose Sharks 1-0 after 1. And, don't forget, folks, it's a little after 8 o'clock here tonight, Phoenix time. And that means that, well, you might be watching the best damn sports show, period, but you can't watch it tonight. The game's on. You can watch it tomorrow night at 8 right here on Fox Sports Net. You're back inside America West Arena. In fact, you're in our Fox Sports Net studios. Doug McLeod and Charlie Simmer coming back with the second period and a recap of period number 1 in just a minute. But if you've been watching, you see there's a certain electricity in the air. Whiteout is back in the Valley of the Sun, and you can only imagine what the electricity would be like if this game would go into overtime. It has that potential. And speaking of overtime, let's take a closer look at playoff overtime hockey. Doug McLeod has that story on our Fox Hockey Archives.
Since the spring of 1918, National Hockey League teams have been involved in the race for the Stanley Cup. In fact, the very first playoff overtime game in 1919 ends up a scoreless draw. There is, of course, no limit to how long a playoff game can go. You drop the puck, play all night if you have to. And there are no more scoreless games. In the playoffs, you battle to the end. Case in point, 51 years ago yesterday, Toronto defenseman Bill Barilko wins the cup for the Leafs with this goal in overtime. It is the only finals where every game is decided in overtime. Playing for all the marbles means throwing time out the window. It takes a particular breed of human to ignore the clock, forget the past, play only for the moment. If time is the fire in which we burn, it sizzles on low flame in the playoffs, because often it's a matter of playing all night in the Fox Hockey Archive.
Go to the river,
talking about a real cash cow here at all 3 Gila River casinos. Drawings are held every Monday and Tuesday at 12 and 6 p.m. all month.
Go to the Gila River Casino.
It's go time. To cheer for a team, all you need is a ticket. To cheer for a player, all you need is a jersey. Now, you can get both. Become an Arizona Cardinals season ticket holder and receive a complimentary Cardinals fan jersey. Find out all the details by calling 602-379-0102 or log on to azcardinals.com. Arizona Cardinals football. Long live Sunday.
Oh, come on, let's get this guy. It's got to be over 100 degrees out there. You have any idea what that does to an engine?
Need a motor oil for hot temperatures? We developed one. Pennzoil Synthetic resists thinning to protect engines in hot summer conditions.
Please pick up your Pennzoil Synthetic motor oil at your Checker Auto Parts store.
Every move, every story, every weeknight.
Did you see that? That's a classic. Oh, you believe that?
This is totally NASCAR.
This is Fox Sports Net.
Your exclusive destination for all that is NASCAR. Totally NASCAR. Weeknights at 6.
On the next Beyond the Glory, Kobe Bryant was destined to be an NBA legend.
Nobody could touch him. Nobody could stop him.
But his desire to be the best clashed with his fellow superstar.
He needs to learn how to use everybody else.
And almost brought a franchise to its knees.
You know, they're like worrying about whose team it is.
It's a story of talent and ego. Kobe Bryant, Beyond the Glory, Sunday at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 8 and 11.
Contemplative. Well, what are you going to do? There's going to be a long evening ahead. It's the playoffs. It's the whiteout, and the Coyotes are in the lead. Welcome back. Doug and Charlie back upstairs. We're in our white shirts anyway, and bringing it to you on Fox Sports Net. Coyotes got going just exactly the way they wanted to go, and then the goalies went to work.
Well, it definitely was what the Coyotes wanted to get that early lead. Unfortunately, they weren't able to add to it, but as you said, get some kind of momentum, get the crowd into the building. They accomplished that. Shane Doan, who's on a mission as of late. Early in the game, that's what you have to do. Shoot that puck. He has a lot of confidence right now. Blasted by Nabokov. Good, hard, heads-up shot, as Brad May was saying. It looked like it was going to be a set-up 2-on-1. But early in the game, take the shots because you want to see how the goaltenders are going to react. And for Sean Burke, I thought he had a very good first period. Nabokov had most of the work, but he ended up fighting the puck a little bit. A lot of rebounds, a lot of second and third opportunities. But as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, both goaltenders have to be great.
And the Coyotes, I'm sure, feel that they keep up the pressure on Nabokov, that more good things can happen.
Well, that's what they have to. They have to extend into the second period. That has been their bad period so far in this series. They've been outscored 2-1. They've been outshot 2-1. So this is something that Rick Bowness, Bobby Francis, Pat Conacher have really worked on the last couple days about making sure the Coyotes can carry that momentum into that second period.
So here we go. Power play still running, but in a little while, San Jose gets some power play time. So back and forth goes the pendulum in the playoffs. But it's the whiteout, and who cares? The Coyotes have the lead as we go to period number 2. It's the Coyotes 1 and the San Jose Sharks nothing. And game 3 of the playoffs continues straight ahead.
Water in the desert. It's not a miracle or a mirage. It's nearly a century of back-breaking effort, of groundbreaking achievements, so that you can call this valley something more than a desert, so that you can call this valley home. SRP, delivering more than power.
How far can you go with a degree from University of Phoenix? Our graduates are GMs, VPs, and CEOs at major corporations. Many own their own business. Attend classes at times that fit your busy schedule. At University of Phoenix, you can earn your bachelor's or master's degree in just 2 to 3 years, so you can quickly apply it to your career success. How far do you want to go? University of Phoenix. 480-557-2000.
I can tell by looking whether a vehicle's been driven hard or not. This guy's one of my regular customers. Scorched brake rotors, beat up oil pan, probably never takes his foot off the gas. He trusts me to make sure it performs, and I trust CarQuest Auto Parts. I mean, you never know. Someday you might need to give me a ride.
CarQuest for quality Auto-like spark plugs. The key to sure starts and smooth running engines. That's why pros turn to Auto-like spark plugs. CarQuest, a professional choice.
The rules have changed. Now there is no up or down. Introducing Mach 3 Turbo. Total comfort whether you shave down or up. A new anti-friction coating on all 3 blades, plus a new strip releases even more lubrication. So even against the grain, you get less irritation and the closest shave. It's turning the shaving world upside down. The revolutionary new Mach 3 Turbo. From Gillette, the best a man can get.
The best damn sports show, period. It's comedy, commentary, scores, and highlights. Weeknights at 8 and 11.
Tonight on your Arizona Sports Report.
I've watched games for a year now, so back in cheerleading, I'm tired of it, and I want to play now.
It's been exactly 1 year since Matt Manti was on the mound. Why are the Diamondbacks still holding back this dominant closer? We'll profile the Iceman's comeback. Plus, Kurt Schilling gives us his post-game reaction from today's D-backs Braves matchup. Your teams, your town, your show. The Arizona Sports Report tonight at 10. Coyotes hockey on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Geico Direct, the sensible alternative. It's the whiteout. The Coyotes leading the Sharks 1-0 as we go into the second period. 165 hits between these two teams in the first 2 games. We've had 32, 16 apiece in the first period alone. Our Fox Sports Net virtual coach question now: who will have the most hits for the Coyotes? And there are some likely suspects from whom to choose. So you can log on right now and you can cast your vote. Who will have the most hits for the Coyotes? You can vote now at foxsportsnet.com on Lycos, keyword virtual coach. So it's 1-0 as we go to the second period, and first we go to Todd Walsh.
All right, thank you very much, Todd McLeod. You may have heard me mention it with Brad May in between periods outside the Coyotes locker room, talking about composure and how important it is in winning playoff hockey games. I talked to Sean Burke about that Saturday after the game at the Compaq Center in San Jose, and I just said, because he's been saying, hey, look, you got to have fun. I said, Sean, are you guys enjoying this playoff ride? And he said, you know what, basically this. The last 25 games of the season, that was pressure. It was pressure just to get in. Now we're relaxing, we're enjoying ourselves, and we do have the composure. Composure will win hockey games. The team that's more relaxed generally is more composed, at least for now. Let's send it back to you.
Well, you're looking at 2 of the best goaltenders in the league this year, Patrick Roy and Sean Burke, both saying the same things. They're stepping back and enjoying what they have right now.
What they have is a Coyote power play to the tune of 4-on-3 for a few seconds here, 20 seconds, as we start the second period. It's 1-0 Coyotes on an early goal by Shane Doan. 1 minute, 6 seconds into this game. Last 10 seconds of this power play, then it's 4-on-4, then Sharks power play. Tefo Newman sidles over, 5 to shoot. Swings it up to Mera at the line. Mera there, here's Tefo, power play over. Mera's there, shoots one, save Nabokov. 4-on-4 now for 21 seconds, then a Shark power play. No shots on that power play for the Coyotes. And icing is coming on San Jose.
We have to look at that situation at the end of the first as a missed situation, a 5-on-3 with some pretty good time left on it. Unfortunately, not a lot of shots generated in the last 20 seconds of that period, and thus a penalty being called against Claude Lemieux. So the Coyotes now are looking at a little bit of 4-on-4 and then shorthanded for a minute and 2 seconds. So this, as we mentioned, this has been the period for San Jose as far as momentum and getting those opportunities to score goals.
This has been a very strong second period club much of the tail end of the season at San Jose. And the Coyotes certainly will not take them lightly.
Well, they couldn't after that zone time, that second game in San Jose. 11 minutes and 10 seconds in the Coyote zone, and only 5 minutes and 40 seconds in the San Jose zone. So Rick Bowness is really talking about the forwards being more aggressive before the red line, which means in the neutral ice zone.
12 seconds in 4-on-4. Then San Jose power play. Here's Mike Johnson for the Coyotes. Wraps it around. Nolan swings it free. Kept alive by Suchi, and he flings it low. And with that, the Sharks go on a 1-minute, 2-second power play. This is their second man advantage of the night. And a long puck turned back by Simpson. Simpson, Suchi, Jesus, and Johnson, the penalty killers for the Coyotes. And if opportunity presents itself, they won't be out there very long. Fresh legs important, and the Coyotes lift it away and will change their penalty kill unit now.
There's always a lot of teams like the Sharks and the Coyotes really blocking up that neutral ice, trying to stop the play down through the middle. That time they forced Gary Suter, as they did right there against Nolan, neutral ice pressure to make ill-advised plays.
Here's Vincent Damphousse, only 21 seconds left in this abbreviated power play. Solani in the circle. Teemu Solani swings it over. Nolan drives it low. 10 seconds. The Coyotes will be back at full strength. They work in the corner. Vananen hits Solani. Turned back up the right side. Damphousse lost it briefly. Now Solani to the line. Power play expires. And it's 0 for 2 for San Jose. Here's the puck loose. It's Nolan. Full strength both ways. Oh, and Nolan's backhand is rejected by Burke. But not cleared out of the zone. San Jose keeps up the pressure. Nolan in traffic. Got it right back out at neutral ice. And the Coyotes now send it in deep. Here's Lankow. Turning away from the hit by Gilson. Damon Lankow pops it low. Now it's Claude Lemieux. Swings, fires for a tip, but just misfired on the way into Landon Wilson. Owen Nolan, 2-on-1. Center shot. Saved by Burke, I think. Sean Burke with a tremendous stop early in the second period.
Boy, it's just the way how quick it can happen. One end, a great play. Lemieux trying to get it to Wilson. It turns over. Next thing you know, it's a 2-on-1 back the other way. And Sean Burke holding his composure. You can see him turn right there. Goes off the skate instead of the stick of Wilson. And all of a sudden, you're seeing a lot of teal blue skaters going back the other way. Nolan fires it across. There's a bouncing puck. The save is made. Burke holds on to it. It's right on top of his pad. He knows where it is at all times. And comes up with a huge save early in this second period.
Sean Burke, who has been a game star each of the first 2 games in this series. The number 1 star of the game Saturday in game 2. The number 3 star in a loss last Wednesday in game 1 in San Jose. Full strength hockey here early in the second period. Still 1-0 Coyotes. Landon Wilson wins the draw from Todd Harvey. Here is Suchi, checked by Sturm. Jesus in the line, kept right back in. No damage done at that point, but Sturm will jam it back down low for the Sharks. And now Todd Harvey tries to turn the corner. There's a check on Marlowe. Harvey piles in. Marlowe turns. And a drive right on from Marco Sturm. Lobbed down by Sean Burke again. And after the whistle, down goes Harvey.
It's going to be an even upper here. Harvey took that extra swing with a stick, but then Wilson came in and leveled him. So it looks like both of them are going to be ushered to the box. Harvey with the slash and probably an interference hit after the whistle by Landon Wilson. But the Coyotes had pretty good control there, even though Jesus was kicked out of the faceoff circle. Wilson came back and won it, yet the Coyotes had full control of that puck in the defensive zone, and that's where you have to make sure you get it out. Show some composure, make sure you can carry it out, make the proper play coming out, because you take away that last 30 seconds of opportunities for San Jose.
It'll be a slash to Harvey and a roughing penalty to Landon Wilson. 3 minutes of the second period. And so it's 4-on-4 hockey. Landon Wilson, one of your choices in the who will have most hits poll.
I don't think that hit's going to count in the poll. A couple good clues, maybe a Brad May or Simpson or Lemieux. Those are guys you might want to think about as you're thinking about who's going to have the most hits tonight.
I mentioned there were 165 hits in the first 2 games. 101 of them came in game 2 Saturday afternoon. The Coyotes have out-hit the Sharks in both games, and they piled on 52 hits on Saturday. Claude Lemieux and O.C. Vananen each had 6. Landon Wilson had 5. Thornton had 8, and Nolan 7 for San Jose on Saturday.
So you look at those hits, you say, wow, that's a big number of hits there. But the the LA Colorado series, 242 hits the first 2 games.
Yeah.
They're pounding on each other.
It's the playoffs. You don't mind being sore all summer if you gave a good accounting of yourself. 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 35 as San Jose bounces the puck down low. Scott Hannon. Mera checking down low. Hannon trying to work it along the end boards. Marleau too. And here's Patrick Marleau now for the Sharks. Marleau with Sturm trying to work up the middle. Marleau cuts into the circle, shoots one, scores! And the game is tied.
Well, we talk about man-on-man contact, and that's exactly what happened. You try to isolate what you can do with the puck. San Jose with the youngster Sturm and Marleau showing a lot of speed out there. Forced the defensive Mera to go all the way out to the point. So down low was Sturm and Damon Lankow caught in front of the net. There you can see the action. Here comes Lankow, here comes Sturm, and all it is a shot through the screen of everybody. It finds the back of the net, and all of a sudden San Jose takes advantage of it. Now there's the screen set up by Sturm, and then when he does that, he brings Lankow with him. So now it's double the effect of it. If you have a defenseman in there, that guy's not standing in there. Because he's your bigger, stronger player.
Patrick Marleau is now on a 3-game scoring streak. That's his second goal of the playoffs. He had the game winner in Game 1 last Wednesday in San Jose. A 4-on-4 goal by Patrick Marleau at 3:40 of the second period. The game now tied at 1. And of course, it's still 4-on-4. Doesn't affect the penalties. Now for a minute. Vanneman shoots one, and that really caught Ricci. Still 4-on-4. Back comes San Jose. Now driving low. Stewart guns it back. 47 seconds of 4-on-4. Thornton heads back there. Makes a pop at Simpson as it comes out. Now it's Doan for the Coyotes. Shane Doan with free air. Blasts a drive. That was a sizzling wrister by Doan. Here's Doan now out of the corner. Newman jumps in front of the net. Puck wanders away. Mera's there. 27 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey remaining as they scrum in the corner. Free air. Now Mera up the wall. The loose puck knocked away by Ricci. And Paul Mera will track it down as both teams change everybody else.
In a long hockey game, the Coyotes have to make sure they try to continue to build up some kind of momentum. That goal is going to take a little bit out of it, but again, this was not going to be won or lost halfway through this game.
Icing in a pile. And that is Gary Suter, who comes up covered with ice shavings, but it's icing on the Coyotes with 2 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4 situation.
Johnson trying to beat the young Suter there. He reaches in right there and just catches the skate and dislodges Gary Suter as he's reaching in for it. A lot of times you see a lot of penalties being called in a play like that, and then you're seeing a lot of, Johnson says a couple words right there. He wasn't trying to go for the feet. He's reaching in at the puck. Well, that isn't going to make Suter feel any better at this time. But again, they talk about having that automatic icing rule.
Yeah.
And that's a good case for it right there.
Well, I think everybody got a good taste of it in the Olympics. It's been involved at various levels of amateur hockey and in college hockey in the U.S. for many years, and we all saw it at the Olympics, and it got a lot of favorable looks, I think. Interesting to see in the offseason what changes, if any, come in the way the game is run. Here's Owen Nolan for San Jose. The Sharks captain wheels off Burt. Here's Newman, and he got it ahead and out of the zone. Teams are at full strength as the Sharks try a 2-line pass and get caught on it. So there you go. 5 minutes and 12 seconds into a now tied second period here on Fox Sports Net, where you will see a very popular and well-done program. Kobe Bryant was destined to be an NBA legend, but his desire to be the best clashed with his fellow superstars and almost brought a franchise to its knees. The Emmy-nominated Beyond the Glory takes you inside the hidden world of sports' biggest stars. Kobe Bryant, Beyond the Glory, presented by Acura. Sunday at 8 p.m. right here on Fox Sports Net.
True to tone, second period, stronger so far for San Jose, out shooting the Coyotes 6-2, and of course they have that one goal, the Marleau goal, to show for it. The Coyotes have to again continue to find ways to get stronger in this period.
A long night of hockey still to go. Now the game is tied. Shane Doan early in the first. Patrick Marleau early in the second for San Jose. Sharks with a little extra jump in their feet now come to the net. Graves with 2 swats and it scores. Adam Graves on his own rebound gives the Sharks a 2-1 lead.
This is the Shark style that we've seen a lot of this year, which is pretty basic hockey, and all they're doing is getting that puck in deep and grinding along the boards. This is a good bounce for Graves. He's going to say, I'm going to take it any way I can, but good things happen to players that drive hard to the net. You're going to get the advantage right here. They throw it at the net, and bounces once, bounces twice, missed it, chip it, and then clipped it as it was going up over the arm of Sean Burke. So you can see as it's bouncing, bounces, stopped, and then he hits it again as it's up in the air as he is rolling away. So the Sharks continue to have some force here in the second period. They're probably waiting for a review of this goal upstairs, but there really isn't much to talk about at that point.
It comes down, yep, good goal. Adam Graves' 36th career playoff goal in his 116th playoff game. It's his first of this year's playoffs at 5:38 of the second period. 2 goals in a span of 1:58 seconds. And San Jose has jumped to the lead. And now we're going to have, well, now wait a minute.
Looks like the puck was hit with a high stick.
Yeah, a little yapping going on down there, but leads to nothing.
Brad May's out. He wants to put a stop to this right now and get the crowd back into it. Wilson's out there along with Hanzus, and they really have to find some way to get themselves very quickly. Again, you're down by 1, and the Coyotes have been there very familiar, but you want to make sure you get this crowd back into the game.
Dampus and Hannon got the assists on Graves' goal 1:58 seconds earlier. Hannon and Rafchi got the assists. And now it is 2-1 San Jose. And the puck's in the Shark zone. And the momentum has rocked to the San Jose side. Bannon bangs this one ahead. Nagy punches it out. There will very likely be no high-scoring games in this series. Solani got it through down low, but nothing there for Marleau. It's popped to the line and out. Solani taps it back, and the Sharks regroup. Here's Brian Marchment deep in his own zone. Bangs it ahead, and now the Sharks break down. Marco Sturm cups it over. Shot saved by Burke. Sharks keep up the pressure now, and they're winning some little battles now that are letting them do so. Up and down the wall. Patrick Marleau is there. He scored their first goal of the game. Turned away by Vananen. Off the glass, not out of the zone. Punched out by Nagy. Now here they come. Possible 2-on-1, but Lankow bushwhacked as he came down there by Marco Sturm. Couldn't get in. Nagy loses an edge coming around the net. The puck whistles back to Coyote ice. And as Greg Berehowski grabs on, it's icing on San Jose. The Sharks fight twice in the early second, and it's 2-1.
Yes, I like the dusty rose on you, too. Oh, hello. Welcome back to Cat Chat. Today, we're having a spa day, so let's all be extra quiet.
You thought I was bluffing? Try my new cheddar chili burger. A jumbo patty, spicy cheddar sauce, onions, and chili, or it's going to be a Cat Chat summer.
Shh. Ivanka is in her happy place. Who's next for a mani-pedi?
Come on, let's get this guy. It's got to be over 100 degrees out there. You have any idea what that does to an engine?
Need a motor oil for hot temperatures? We developed one. Pennzoil Synthetic resists thinning to protect engines in hot summer conditions.
Please pick up your Pennzoil Synthetic motor oil at your Checker Auto Parts store.
Come be part of our Field of Champions.
Come out to Hillenbrand Stadium and catch all of the exciting action that your defending national champions will bring to the plate. Arizona has the pitching, offense, and defense that it takes to defend their title in 2002. So come along for the ride and be a part of Arizona softball. Watch Arizona take on the schools from Oregon this weekend, and then on Tuesday they'll play their intrastate rival, Arizona State. Call 621-CATS for tickets.
Arizona softball. It's all about winning.
I used to pay someone to wax my car, and then one day I walked into Checker. Yeah, he used to spend about $150 to have his classic detailed. I told him for that he could do it himself, about 30 times. I just showed him he could do it. Give him a few tips, you know. Oh, yeah. All this and money left over.
For the best service, the best selection, and the low price guaranteed, shop Checker Auto Parts. Now get a case of Pennzoil for just 89 cents a quart after rebate with coupon, and your choice of these heavy-duty garage units for just $29.99 each.
They've been pushed around, kicked in the mouth, and driven to the limit. And Chevy still keeps delivering with 0% APR financing or $2,002 cash back on every 2002 Chevy Silverado. That's 0% APR or $2,002 cash back on every Silverado. So when you've got to depend on a truck, depend on the bow tie. See your Valley Chevy dealer today.
The rules have changed. Now there is no up or down. Introducing Mach 3 Turbo. Total comfort whether you shave down or up. A new anti-friction coating on all 3 blades. Plus a new strip releases even more lubrication. So even against the grain, you get less irritation and the closest shave. It's turning the shaving world upside down. The revolutionary new Mach 3 Turbo. From Gillette, the best a man can get.
Sharks lead 2-1 with 8:32 to go in the second period. All rights to this telecast are reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Coyotes is prohibited. Jam-packed 16,210. Couldn't get another hot body in here tonight. Last I heard, there are still some seats available for Wednesday night. Game 4, but don't wait till Wednesday night. Now Danny Briere will stand in for the face-off for the Coyotes. Trailing now 2-1. And Sturm. Turned away. Here's Graves with a rap at it. Going nowhere. May turns it up the wing. Puck slithers away and it's finally punched out by Brian Marchment. Simpson turns it right back again. And Jesus went to put it in. It's going to be a penalty back there for an elbow. And Simpson piled into Owen Nolan. And another Sharks power play is coming up now. There's the update on our virtual coach results. Looks like Brad May gets the nod there. Unfortunately, right now, Todd Simpson gets the elbowing penalty.
Having a big winger like Nolan really making a run at Simpson. And Simpson following through with his pass. Catching Nolan right up. Looked like the throat or the jaw area. All of a sudden now you find yourself killing another penalty. Well, what a competitor he has been. Lots of stories floating around about how his back has been pretty sore, but you really have not seen the likes of a sore back because it takes a lot of work to be throwing around guys like Simpson and running into guys like Simpson and Nazarov. And so we got to keep an eye on that as this series goes on.
Todd Simpson is in the box for elbowing, and the Sharks are on the power play for the 5th time in the shorthanded Coyotes attack. Here comes Claude Lemieux down with Lankow. Lemieux still holding, swings it out to neutral ice. Newman is there with Vananen. They backed up on purpose to kill time here. They don't want to set up to get shots. They'll take them as they're offered. But they want to take time and space away from the power play of the San Jose Sharks. And the Sharks are all disorganized coming in, and they're offside.
Well, a lot of it's indecision on what's going to happen up the ice. One shift they're throwing it in, the other shift they're trying to do a man-on-man. So what happens, Nolan right here with a lot of speed to neutral ice zone, but all his wingers are way ahead of him, so they have to slow down. And then he goes right at him, so all of a sudden Damphousse has to lift his foot so he doesn't run into anybody, and that's what caused it. You can see a lot of open ice. We stop it here. Lanko comes across, slows things down, but right here you're going to see some players come off the wall right there. You can see the timing has to be very important. And if Nolan goes behind that player, that means that that player has to, without having contact, go offside.
Teemu Solani starts the power play back for San Jose. Drives wide, pulls up, kicks it up. Gilson shoots one, and it went off the tip of Sean Burke's glove and up into section 107 for a playoff, a whiteout souvenir.
Well, this is one of the rare times that San Jose has had that chance to set up, and it's a nice play set up by speed through the neutral ice zone. And what makes it so dangerous that the second guy coming in through the slot is the most dangerous guy. It's Gilson right here. You can see Solani, good speed there. He gets it up. Now he's going to pull up and stop. Now he stopped right here. You see that dangerous player there. But he's going to let it go all the way through, and Gilson's coming in this way. But Burke is over very quick. There's that late guy. Good hard shot. Looked like glove. And then crossbar and over. But that's what makes Gilson so dangerous, coming in late like that.
A minute 22 still to kill for the Coyotes. Here's Lemieux. They bang along the boards. A hit there by Nolan. And the puck swept away into the corner. Domfus turns it back. He's down low with Solani. Newman piles on. And the puck rockets up high. Look out. A wind by Suter. Oh, and Domfus was right there, but he couldn't get the tip. Gilson sidles it over. Swings to Domfus. Now 57 to kill for the Coyotes. Domfus shoots one. Save. Rebound comes wide. Here's Solani. They jam in front. Point blank shot. Saved by Burke. Sean Burke slams the door one more time.
Well, it's such a dangerous power play when they do get that chance to set up, and that's what makes them so dangerous. There's a lot of offensive talent out there just on the front line. Domfus, Nolan, and Solani, and then you throw the likes of a Gary Suter, all four very experienced guys in the power play, and the youngster Gilson. So that's what makes the Coyotes' quick penalty kill so important.
49 seconds left in the power play for San Jose. They had their top guns down there. 2 shots on this one after they were held shotless for 4 consecutive minutes last time out. And now Peterson and Johnson will stand in there, along with Mera and Suchi. And the power play running for San Jose. Suter swings it over to Gilson. Fires, and that just sticked away by Burke. They keep it alive. Scott Thornton along the inboards. Here is Marlowe. And Thornton down low. Thornton guns up. Gilson shoots one, and a save by Burke, and he just got it. Everybody piles on. Burke's head was swiveling around there. He thought it might have got through.
Well, that's the first time in a long time that I've seen Sean Burke's head swivel like he didn't quite know where it was. But again, you're seeing some basic textbook San Jose Sharks style hockey that they played all year, just down low. And it all starts with the faceoffs. They're winning more faceoffs here in the second period, and then it gives them that opportunity. So they're not looking for that fancy goal with this line, especially Ricci out there with Thornton. They're just trying to get it at the net and try to look for deflections and rebounds.
3 shots on goal for the Sharks. They're on the power play for another 29 seconds. Coyotes want to kill that and then maybe grab this game back late in the second period and give themselves some momentum going into the third. Right now, the business at hand, penalty kill. Puck kicked by Ricci. Here's Gilson. Did a move on Hansus and swings it over. Suter. Deeks blasted wide. Marlowe there. Coyotes have 17 seconds to kill. Down low they go. Ricci fencing. Picked out of a crowd by the repo man, Teppo Newman. And the puck alive down in the corner. Fans bellowing for a penalty. Nothing coming. Puck swings high. Drive just wide. And in 3 seconds, the power play is over. Swinging up high, Thornton. Nothing there. That's the end of the power play with 3 shots for San Jose. Sharks are 0 for 5 tonight. And icing is called here.
But Doug, this is really taking a big lump out of the ice time of the Phoenix Coyotes as far as momentum. They've had to kill off that 4 minutes of Wilson, and then right after that, now you've had the Simpson penalty. So has allowed some momentum to go back towards San Jose. So this is something the Coyotes are going to have to really work hard on as far as making this 6 minutes and 7 seconds for the rest of their period to try and get something going.
Well, all they have to do is give the puck to Danny Briere and say, okay, Danny, go end to end and score like you did the other day. And there you go.
I think the gig's up on that one.
I think it might be.
Think that's, they'll be trying to take away that ice way before he gets to that offensive zone.
Briere wins the draw in his own zone. Mera snaps it up the boards for Brian Savage. Out for Danny Briere, coming out with Doan on his right, Savage on his left. Here's Doan, wide, shoots a smoker, deflected away by Nabokov. Under 6 minutes to go in the second period. And the puck sails back out to the Coyote zone. Here's Drake Berehowski away to Briere. Danny Briere thumped off it with a hit. Doan is there. Briere is on his knees now, but he gets up and apparently is going to be all right. Exchanging pleasantries there. Berehowski waiting behind the net till Briere springs free, pulls the stick away from Graves, who looks vastly aggrieved. Mira turns it up the board. Savage got it out of the zone. Back and forth they volley in the neutral zone. Todd Harvey is there. In comes Savage. Puck comes free. Punched out of the zone by Mira. Right back in again. Here's Drake Berehowski to turn it out for the Coyotes. Briere in a crowd lifts that one down. Savage is there. Check. Hauled down on the slot, and a penalty's coming on San Jose. The holding penalty on the Sharks. Patrick Marleau will give the Coyotes a big late second period power play.
When we made the first portable PC, we were way ahead of our time. We still are. Take this compact Presario 2800T notebook. Thin, light, powerful. With the mobile Intel Pentium 4 processor M, you get all that and longer battery life. And this week it comes with a free carrying case, extra battery, and there's a $50 instant rebate. So it's just $13.99. You just call 1-888-271-1826 to get yours now. Our notebooks keep getting thinner and lighter. Sure wish I was.
Come on, let's get this guy. It's got to be over 100 degrees out there. You have any idea what that does to an engine?
Need a motor oil for hot temperatures? We developed one. Pennzoil Synthetic resists thinning to protect engines in hot summer conditions.
Please pick up your Pennzoil Synthetic Motor Oil at your Checker Auto Parts store.
Take me fishing and show me how to drive the boat.
Take me fishing, so we'll always have something in common.
Take me fishing, because my wedding will be sooner than you think.
Patrick Marleau, 2 minutes for a holding. Brian Savage. Savage trying to go through the neutral ice zone. In fact, helped himself down quite a bit on that call, too. But the way penalties are called, you can almost guess one's coming back the other way. And now the Coyotes have to look at the clock. Again, we talked about the last 6 minutes, 9 seconds, down to 5:03, and they have to find some way to build up momentum.
They'd like to go in the locker room at least even at the end of 2 periods. 4th power play of the night. Puck loose. Here's Doan shooting, and a save by Evgeny Nabokov.
Not a bad start, Doug. Right there, we talked about shots on net.
Yeah.
But again, that's going to be a key. It's not going to be a fancy goal.
And Shane Doan knows, put the puck on the net. Be an impact player. This can be his time of the year. Oh, man, can it ever. Bobby Francis has taken the putting of forward, and most frequently Shane Doan out on one of the points on the power play here in the playoffs. Newman in the other. A wicked bounce on that one as far as San Jose is concerned, and it didn't go anywhere. Johnson right through the deep crease. Newman had pitched in, but it's turned away, and Shane Doan will hustle back after it for the Coyotes. Rips it away now to Lankow. 1:37 left in the power play, under 4:40 to go in the second period. What had been a 1-0 Coyote lead is now a 2-1 San Jose period. Vladislav Nagy on the power play, whistles it in. Nabokov steering away to the corner to Sturm, and the puck cleared away by San Jose.
Look, if you're going to make a play like that, what we just saw, it's called the dump and chase. The Coyotes have to commit 2 players at least to getting that loose puck out of the corner. They can't just send one in and hope to get that puck out. They've got to make sure that they get in there and pound away and find a way to win it.
Blasted back, but not out. And a shot low. Lankow fires a save by Nabokov twice. Evgeny Nabokov stops Damon Lankow twice right on the front step. Oh, Nabokov is well in the game.
Well, unfortunately for Lankow, it doesn't go to him cleanly. And if you don't get it clean, you've got to wait and stop it. And that gives him way too much time. There it's bouncing, it's waiting, and now you can see the double pad stack coming back up the other way. And that's when Nabokov comes up with a save. If it's clean, he bangs it on the fly. You can see it bounce. He goes back to get it, gets a second shot at it, tries to slide it underneath the pads, but that didn't happen. Great double pad stack.
And for fans new to the game, Charlie, when you talk about a puck coming clean, you're talking about a puck that's not wobbling, it's not in the air, it's nice and flat and ready to go.
One time, a hard one-timer is right where you want to shoot it from, and that's where you're going to make, that's where you beat those goalies now, because they're just too quick right now.
Sean Burke serves this one up to Paul Mira with 45 seconds left in the Coyotes' 4th power play tonight. And here they come. Mira now to Claude Lemieux. Whistles it in off the Bakoff's glove. Pulled away by Marcus Ragnarsson, and the Sharks clear it down again. So the Coyotes have not been able to set up this power play at all. They have 3 shots. Lemieux bumped off, puck alive. Claude Lemieux hustles over, swings it away off the deep boards to Danny Briere. Briere bangs it, popped off the glove of, or the stick rather, of Savage, and the Sharks come back 2-on-2. Now 3-on-2. Short-handed, they attack, and Thornton sends one into the into the corner. And this power play goes for naught for the Coyotes here. Power play over. San Jose at full strength. Coyotes got 3 shots onto Evgeny Nabokov, but nothing in, and it stays 2-1 San Jose. Digging along the advertising. The puck alive now in the Shark zone. It's Briere. Now Suchi. Radoslav Suchi fires. And this loose puck will be dragged away now by Marleau. Patrick Marleau hustling back through neutral for San Jose. Broken up by Briere. Helped by Bannon, and Briere comes out. Sharks caught on a line change. Here comes Briere. But they didn't get down fast enough, and they're offside. With 2:33 to go in the second period, the Sharks lead the Coyotes 2-1. Whiteout tickets for Game 4 on Wednesday are still on sale. There are a few left. Do not wait. If there's a Game 6, it will be here on Sunday. Tickets available for that game, too. Again, do not dawdle. Your tickets are available at any Ticketmaster location, the America West Arena box office, by calling 480-784-4444 or online at PhoenixCoyotes.com. An apprehensive crowd, dressed in white, ready to howl. Has not howled for a goal since the 1:06 mark of the first period when Shane Doan scored. Howled for many other things in this game. They want another red lighter right now. And neutralized Teemu Solani for San Jose, bangs it low. Here's Teppo Numminen back with O.C. Vananen. Numminen kicks it away after the check, and Vananen's right there. Off the glass, it skims away. Handzus picks it up. Here comes Handzus. Now the Coyotes crash line is on there. A lot of muscle here. Handzus, May, and Wilson. It's Landon Wilson. Deking, looking. Flippers it deep. Everybody else zigged the other way, though. Brad Stewart sends it down for San Jose. We'll have icing here as O.C. Vananen lugs on down after it. And a face-off coming in the San Jose zone with 1:44 left to go in the second period. Well, let's revisit your Fulton Homes trivia question here, Charlie.
It's a good one, too, and it's a good time story, too, with a good ending. And the question was, name the NHL player who has made the playoffs the greatest number of years. So there's a lot of greats that have been around, but the one that's been there the most, and he just retired, Ray Bourque, 21 seasons, and lucky 21 was last year where he won the Cup with the Colorado Avalanche. Congratulations, Ray Bourque, an ex-teammate, and I tell you what, there isn't a better player that probably, besides myself, that probably deserved the Cup.
I understand that. And you were covering the Stanley Cup Finals for NHL Radio last year, and the first person you talked to, I think, down on the ice after the game was Raymond Bourque. What was that like?
I was doing all the talking. He was just sort of just staring there. In fact, 22 years in the National Hockey League, missed 1 year of playoffs, 96 and 97 with the Boston Bruins. Retired on top with the Cup.
You can't do better than that. Langkow wins the draw. Lemieux fires and blasts one. Turned away, Ricci there, holding, lifting. Mira sends it right back down. 93 seconds left in the second period. Can the Coyotes tie this game when we go into the dressing room? Berehowski, the defenseman, jumps in, but the puck comes loose in the slot. Berehowski gets it right back again, down the left wing boards to Nagy. Nagy runs it in, goes to the backhand, tipped away. Nagy again, shooting, no. Puck is high. Langkow there, dueling away with Ricci. Now they put it to the slot from the hash mark. Nagy there, checked as he turned by Rafchi. Up the wall they go, and a big hit on Berehowski. But it's kept alive. The puck low fires, hits the side of the net. Now Nagy there with 1:02 to go in the second period. Sharks try to clear. Coyotes keep it alive. Nagy there, shot by Langkow, and a save by Evgeny Nabokov. Claude Lemieux getting the attentions of the teal-clad Sharks now. And everybody jumps in, with the exception of the Coyote defensemen, who are not allowed to get down there. They're supposed to stay up on a line drawn between the invisible line between the top of the face-off circles, but they'll get in if it looks like things are out of control.
Well, that's what it's all about there, to have a shift like that near the end of the period, and the Coyotes have to build off of that. And they have quietly gotten themselves back into playing the style of game that they want to play. Yeah, forcing San Jose to a lot of crazy bounces and turnovers. Again, down low. You can see a nice play there by Ratchy to break this up. The Coyotes get it. It's up in the air. They whack at it. They move it around. The Coyotes have full control. Send it right back out to the middle. This couple of sounds of the game, some good action. It's a big hit they send in. This one almost goes in through everybody as it changes direction, and then, again, keeping that puck down low. Westrom can't keep it. Get it. They fire it back at the net. Another save, and there's where all the pushing and shoving. Right in the middle of the whole thing, just digging away.
And if the San Jose Sharks don't like Claude Lemieux, he'll be the first person to say he could not care less. They're even going after the linesman now. 57.1 seconds to go in the second period, and playoff and Stanley Cup champion veteran Claude Lemieux in his 224th career playoff game. Go down and get the gear check. With less than a minute to go in this period. Face off in the San Jose zone. It's 2-1 Sharks with Charlie Simmer and Todd Walsh, Doug McLeod on Fox Sports Net. Game 3 of the playoffs. Briere. They hold on to the stick and now deprive the stick from Johnson. He could not get to the puck. No penalty, and finally it's down there out of control.
Well, there's no grabbing of other guys' sticks, and fortunately Danny Briere, he's showing a little frustrations here. He did not get called for a cross-check, but rightly so. If you're not going to call him now, I mean, you really have to look at it when you win this face-off. A lot of grappling going on here as the Coyotes win the face-off.
Look at this.
They win it back here. Now there's one tie-up. We stop it right there. Tied up. That was pretty legitimate right there. But after this big pile right here, you can see a lot of grabbing right there. There's the stick right in the glove.
Oh.
And then after, you can see behind it, Danny Briere's got a good hold of Dan Foose right there. Well, you're not calling against him. You're not calling against me. Now there's a cross-check right at the end of the play.
Oh.
And Danny Briere, and that's what you like to see. They talk about he's too small. He can't go with the physical guys. Yeah, he's got to pick a spot, but you also can be a presence out there.
Pretty valuable for the officials to have a linesman like 6'8" Mike Civic, who drops the puck here, and the Sharks win the draw with 42 seconds left in the second period. Spinning to the Coyote zone, Teppo Newman is there, pulling away from Graves. Tipped down by Johnson. Wrong side of the line, though, and it's going to be icing on the Coyotes. 32 seconds left in the middle period now. There's Danny Briere. Ever dangerous on a 2-game goal-scoring jag coming into tonight's game. But that's nothing. Since the 19th of March, look at that. 18 points in 17 games, and 7 of them red lighters for Danny Briere.
Again, going back to what Todd was talking about, Sean Burke, about the pressure was before, and that's the pressure time right there where they knew they had to play well from that Olympic break on just to make it into the playoffs. Now, in the playoffs, it's gravy time, but it couldn't have been this way if it wasn't for the plays of Langkow, Johnson, Briere, Shane Doan, and of course Burke in between the pipes.
Dennis Peterson against Vincent Damphousse in the Coyote zone. Damphousse wins it. Half a minute to go in the period. Owen Nolan runs it in. Down around Simpson. A loose puck, and Johnson's right there. Mike Johnson starts back out for the Coyotes. 21 seconds left. And there's no icing here. Play goes on. They pile down low. A flying puck. Coyotes couldn't bat it out of the air. Last 10 seconds of the second period. Here's Todd Simpson. Forward pass up for Doan. They pile along the line. 5 seconds to shoot. And there's going to be a penalty here as Peterson got blasted with a high stick. The Coyotes will start the third period on a power play. They'll end this one on the power play, too. Only 3.8 seconds to go as Damphousse will take a seat.
Peterson with a very physical presence. Again, there's still plenty of time on the clock to get a play off, but Doan handles the mail right through the middle. There you can see the high stick. Damphousse trying for the hook. Got it up around the neck of Peterson, and that drew a penalty.
Our Bud Light What's on Tap, Todd Walsh will hopefully talk to Damon Langkow. We do not get first choice, however, in the playoffs. Network TV in Canada actually does tonight. Todd will be back with a look at action around the league and second period stats and highlights as well. That's all coming up in the second intermission. 3.8 seconds to go in the second. Sean Burke is on the bench, and the Coyotes who already have the power play, will go with a 6-man lineup here. 6 on 4, and yes, you can score a goal in 3.8 seconds.
And so can the other team. This is a little bit more time than normally you get to see with time on the clock. So the Coyotes want to make sure that they do not allow a clean break for San Jose.
Damon Lankow will take the draw against Ricci. All tied up. Puck comes to Ricci. Period comes to an end. So something ventured, nothing gained, and a lot of power play time left when we start the third.
Well, definitely momentum again. Second period has been the bugaboo for the Coyotes, but the Coyotes came back after being outshot drastically in the first part of it. Now the shots 15-11 in favor of the Coyotes through the first 2 periods, but we'll look at that possession time. A lot of penalties called against the Coyotes, which took away some momentum, those 2 early goals, and didn't help also. But you're down by 1, you're in your building on the power play coming out in the third, and how big is that one?
It's sold out to the rafters, and everybody's wearing white. It's the whiteout. It's back, and it's been a barn burner through 40 minutes and a lot of hockey left to go. At the end of 2 periods of play, it's the San Jose Sharks 2 and the Coyotes 1. Todd Walsh will be along in just a moment. You're watching Fox Sportsnet, your home for Coyotes hockey all season long. Now for a Sportsnet update, let's go to your Fox Sportsnet studio.
Arizona DUI laws just got tougher.
Under new DUI laws, you can be arrested for driving with an alcohol level of .08 and extreme DUI of .15.
Blumberg and Associates is ready to represent you.
You may lose your license, spend time in jail, and face heavy fines.
Call our trial team today for a free consultation.
My firm is ready to fight for you.
So if you're arrested for any reason, call Blumberg and Associates at 264-1900.
Welcome to Cat Chat. Today, we're having a tea party. My date is Sebastian. Isn't he handsome? This is Princess Mocha. She's a Pisces. She's engaged to Grumpus Von Puffy Bottom.
Okay, guys, this is how it's going down. I've got this new cheddar chili burger. It's a jumbo patty loaded with a kick of real spicy cheddar sauce, onions, and chili. Try one, or I'm going to run Cat Chat during every baseball game.
English muffin, my lady. Why, thank you, sir.
See you at the drive-thru.
How far can you go with a degree from University of Phoenix? Our graduates are GMs, VPs, and CEOs at major corporations. Many own their own business. Attend classes at times that fit your busy schedule. At University of Phoenix, you can earn your bachelor's or master's degree in just 2 to 3 years, so you can quickly apply it to your career success. How far do you want to go? University of Phoenix, 480-557-2000. The rules have changed. Now there is no up or down. Introducing Mach 3 Turbo. Total comfort whether you shave down or up. A new anti-friction coating on all 3 blades. Plus a new strip releases even more lubrication. So even against the grain, you get less irritation and the closest shave. It's turning the shaving world upside down. The revolutionary new Mach 3 Turbo. From Gillette, the best a man can get.
The last word. Oh no, here we go again. Electrifying, gravity-defying, mesmerizing. Oh wait, there's more. Things are heating up. A lot of smash, a lot of controversy. Welcome to the jungle. I am all over this. I am all over that.
The last word, reinventing sports talk as you know it. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
On the next Beyond the Glory, Kobe Bryant was destined to be an NBA legend.
Nobody could touch him. Nobody could stop him.
But his desire to be the best clashed with his fellow superstar.
He needs to learn how to use everybody else.
And almost brought a franchise to its knees.
You know, they're like worrying about whose team it is.
It's a story of talent and ego. Kobe Bryant, Beyond the Glory. Sunday at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 8 and 11.
2-1 after 2 here at America West Arena, and the San Jose Sharks have the lead. I'm Todd Walsh outside the Coyotes locker room, joined now by Damon Lankow. And Damon, a nasty period, a lot of time in the penalty box, kind of took you guys out of the flow.
Yeah, I mean, we can't allow ourselves to get caught up in that kind of stuff. We got to stay disciplined, and you know, we 5-on-5. We're you know, I think we're getting the better of them.
Got a sense late in the first period San Jose was working very hard to find their game because, frankly, you guys had taken it away. Did you get that sense?
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously we had the momentum coming in after the first there with 1-0 lead, but I mean, we can't, you know, we got to know they're going to come out, you know, twice as hard, down a goal in our barn. So, you know, we got to come out and win this period.
But you have that resiliency. You guys have banked on it all year. I'm sure that's going to be talked about in there.
For sure. I mean, you know, we've done it before, but you know, it's playoffs. It's going to take a little more this time. So, I mean, we got to come out hard and just play smart and stick to our game.
One final thought before we let you go. Don't know if you want to see this, but a couple of outstanding chances late in that period, and we'll see what happens here. Damon, take us through it.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I got the puck with it inside net, and it's kind of rolling. So I wanted to kind of cushion before instead of just one timing, make sure I got the shot off, and made a decent save. I mean, you know, he had pretty good position on me, so, you know, it's going to happen. Just got to keep chipping away.
Thanks for coming out, Damon.
All right, thanks.
That was Damon Lankow outside the Coyotes locker room, always willing to look in the mirror, and he just did that. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll go around the National Hockey League. A couple of games on the docket tonight as the playoffs continue elsewhere. We'll be back after this on Fox Sports Net.
Take me fishing, because our boat's cooler than any video game.
Take me fishing, and make me feel 16 again.
Take me fishing, because I miss my boy.
Come be part of our Field of Champions.
Come out to Hillenbrand Stadium and catch all of the exciting action that your defending national champions will bring to the plate. Arizona has the pitching, offense, and defense that it takes to defend their title in 2002. So come along for the ride and be a part of Arizona softball. Watch Arizona take on the schools from Oregon this weekend, and then on Tuesday they'll play their intrastate rival Arizona State. Call 621-CATS for tickets.
Arizona softball. It's all about winning.
Fulton Homes. You're proud to own, we're proud to build.
Oh, come on, let's get this guy. It's got to be over 100 degrees out there. You have any idea what that does to an engine?
Need a motor oil for hot temperatures? We developed one. Pennzoil Synthetic resists thinning to protect engines in hot summer conditions.
Please pick up your Pennzoil Synthetic Motor Oil at your Checker Auto Parts store.
They've been pushed around, kicked in the mouth, and driven to the limit. And Chevy still keeps delivering with 0% APR financing or $2,002 cash back on every 2002 Chevy Silverado. That's 0% APR or $2,002 cash back on every Silverado. So when you've got to depend on a truck, depend on the bow tie. See your Valley Chevy dealer today.
You are back inside America West Arena as the second intermission continues. San Jose has come back to take the lead. They lead 2-1 after 2. Doug McLeod and Charlie Simmer will recap that second period, and they'll have the third period coming up in just a bit. I'm Todd Walsh here in our Fox Sports Net studios. High drama all around the National Hockey League come playoff time. A couple of games in action today. One's a final, one in progress. Let's take you back first to the Eastern Conference of the National Hockey League at the Corral Center as the Flyers and Jeremy Roenick trying to will themselves to a 2-1 series lead. It's in the third period when Simon Gagne of the Philadelphia Flyers takes a tripping penalty. This puts Ottawa on the power play, and Radek Bunk will cash in. 2:04 to go in the game, and suddenly Ottawa has the lead, but they would get more. A couple of party goals. Marian Hossa with the empty netter. This comes at 19:05. Daniel Alfredson adds another late final. 3-0 Ottawa. They lead this series 2-1, much to the chagrin of the Philadelphia Flyers. Now to the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Peter the Great, Peter Forsberg, back for the Avs as they lead 2-0. But Ziggy Palffy would have something to say about that as he scores on the first shot of the game. 19 seconds in, it's 1-0 Los Angeles. But the defending Stanley Cup champs would not go away. Brad Larson finds the back of the net after a scramble in front. This comes at 6:01 of the first period, his first career playoff goal. But the Kings would not go away as they counter that goal with the leading goal. Jason Allison, 43 seconds of the second period, 2-1 Los Angeles. And then Zygmunt Palffy comes up again. This in the second period as well. 8:29, Ziggy Palffy flutters one by Patrick Waugh, and suddenly, take a look at this. The LA Kings lead the Avalanche 3-1 in the third. There you see the final, Ottawa over the Philadelphia Flyers. Quick note on the Flyers now, first time they've ever been shut out in consecutive games in playoff history in their history. They haven't scored a regulation goal in playoff hockey in a year. How about that? It's 2-1 after 2 here at America West Arena. Doug and Charlotte coming back in just a bit.
Look, I'm a painter. I need my tractor in the daytime to make a living.
Yeah, he's a regular here. Oil, shocks, bearings, you name it.
Oh, I gotta love this place. Open nights and weekends. Look, I got the time and money to let some dealership keep my truck all day so they can swap out some plug wires.
For the best service, the best selection, and the low price guaranteed, shop Checker Auto Parts. Get your choice of these fine Coleman Powermade products for only $299 each, and this all-band radar detector for only $44.99.
Two casinos, twice the fun. See how the West is won. Saddle up and give a try. Bucky's and Yellow Pie. Bingo, slots, and poker. Try your luck at the games you know. Cool times in the cool mines, don't you know? Two casinos, twice the fun. Bucky's and Yellow Pie.
Oh no, here we go again. Electrifying, gravity-defying, mesmerizing. Oh wait, there's more. Things are heating up. A lot of smack, a lot of controversy. Welcome to the jungle. I am all over this. I am all over that.
The last word, reinventing sports talk as you know it. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
The Arizona Sports Report.
Thank you, thank you, thank you!
It's the nightly newscast you've been waiting for.
This is the real deal.
30 minutes every night dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
We told you it was going to be good.
Your teams, your town, your show. The Arizona Sports Report, nightly at 10 on Fox Sports Net.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 8 and 11.
Well, this has had all the elements of a big-time and long playoff series, and it's only Game 3, and only 2 periods done. 2-1 Sharks. Welcome back upstairs, Doug McLeod and Charlie Simmer. Sharks struck twice early in that period, and in we go. But this has been a continuation of a very physical series. Began right in Game 1 in San Jose last Wednesday night, and the boys have picked it up and actually maybe even to another level here tonight.
Well, it really has been a very physical and very intense series so far. We're looking at great goaltending. We're looking at either very good penalty killing or very poor power plays for both clubs right now. But it has been that type of playoff hockey. Earlier in the season, these teams were playing the 6-5 games, 5-3 games, and you look at the score so far in this series, it has been very close, very tight, and both teams are feeling the pressure.
It was 1-0 Coyotes, but then in a span of 2 seconds shy of 2 minutes, the San Jose Sharks swam back and erased that.
Well, and they did it by just the way that San Jose Sharks have played all year, just grinding down low. And Patrick Marleau, this is a 4-on-4 situation, finds a hole as Sturm is tied up in front by Langkow for a screen goal. Marleau has been hot as of late. As you mentioned, just under 2 minutes later, just down low, grinding a bouncing puck. Nobody can get a handle on it except Graves, who is able to chip it in underneath the arm of Sean Burke, and next thing you know, it was a 2-1 lead, all momentum going towards San Jose, a couple of big power plays for them, and the Coyotes came back at the end.
No matter how you spray it or how you play it, this is playoff hockey. They're seeing white tonight, and we go to the third. 2-1 Sharks.
On the next Beyond the Glory, Kobe Bryant was destined to be an NBA legend.
and nobody could touch him, nobody could stop him.
But his desire to be the best clashed with his fellow superstar.
He needs to learn how to use everybody else.
And almost brought a franchise to its knees.
You know, they're like worrying about whose team it is.
It's a story of talent and ego. Kobe Bryant, Beyond the Glory, something at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
Arizona DUI laws just got tougher.
Under new DUI laws, you can be arrested for driving with an alcohol level of .08 and extreme DUI of .15.
Blumberg and Associates is ready to represent you.
You may lose your license, spend time in jail, and face heavy fines.
Call our trial team today for a free consultation.
My firm is ready to fight for you.
So if you're arrested for any reason, call Blumberg and Associates at 264-1900.
Every move, every story, every weeknight.
This is Totally NASCAR.
This is Fox Sports Net.
Totally NASCAR, weeknights at 6. The NL's Elite Battle. Gonzalez and the D-backs. Chipper and the Braves. Wednesday and Thursday on Fox Sports Net. The last word.
Oh no, here we go again. An electrifying, gravity-defying, mesmerizing.
This program to bring you a whole new way to think about sports.
Oh wait, there's more. Things are heating up. A lot of smack, a lot of controversy. Welcome to the jungle. I am all over this. I am all over that.
The last word, reinventing sports talk as you know it. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
The Arizona Sports Report.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's the nightly newscast you've been waiting for.
This is the real deal.
30 minutes every night dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
We told you it was going to be good.
Your teams, your town, your show. The Arizona Sports Report, nightly at 10 on Fox Sports Net.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 8 and 11.
Coyotes hockey on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light, the proud sponsor of the NHL. Welcome back to the Whiteout. It is Game 3 of the playoffs, but it's Game 1 of the Whiteout as the Coyotes and the San Jose Sharks swim through the Western Conference quarterfinals. Sharks taking a 2-1 lead as we go to the third. Doug McLeod, Charlie Simmer, and Todd Walsh with you on Fox Sports Net. The critical factor at the start of this period will be that the Coyotes still have 1 minute 56 seconds left on their 5th power play of this game. And if ever that power play is going to cook, now is the time. Here are stats through the first 2 periods of this game. The Coyotes with quite an advantage in shots on goal, as you mentioned at the end of the period, Charlie, out shooting them 15-11 in that period, despite being shorthanded quite a bit.
Well, again, you have to look at the opportunities the Coyotes have had, and this is one that they're really going to have to try and take advantage of it. And Danfus, a good penalty killer in the box right now for 1 minute 56, and somehow, sooner or later, someone has to score the next goal, which brings up our virtual coach. Which team will score the next goal?
Better log on fast, just in case. FoxSports.com, Lycos keyword virtual coach. Log on and cast your vote on our Fox Sports virtual coach. Who will score the next goal? Well, let's see. Power play running for the Coyotes, but that gets blasted right up into the runway, or actually a souvenir back there for a white-clad fan. Sort of a beige-clad fan, but the white pants are good. That's good. He gets a souvenir of a playoff hockey game, which reminds me, there are some tickets left for Wednesday night's game. $9.50 could get you into a playoff game.
Doug, here's the problem with this play thrown in. They throw it all the way around. You can see it, but the bad news is we stop it here. Mike Ricci's already there waiting for the puck. He chips it back, and they get it out.
Power play running. Tempo Newman in there. Now the drive by Doan, and a rebound saved by Nabokov. Nazarov right there, but Evgeny Nabokov will stop the low-level rebound drive of Andrei Nazarov.
Boy, fortunately for Nabokov, that caught Nazarov right in the leg the one time. And again, we talked about getting that shot on net. Nazarov was able to get in for the rebound, but You're hoping that one-timer gets through the screen because it's coming at you about 80 miles an hour. Nice little soft pass. There's the one-timer. Hits Nazarov right there. You can see him jump, but he gets it back on the backhand. But if that gets through, you know it's if it doesn't go in, there's a huge rebound just sitting there.
Puck drizzles out of the face-off. Doan got a piece of it. Here's Andrei Nazarov's drive. A minute 19 left in this critical early third period power play for the Coyotes. And it's punched away by Nicholas Sundstrom and all the way down. Shane Doan and Teppo Numminen work the points on this Coyote power play. Look. Teppo brings it up the middle. Lankow, Nagy, and Briere are up there on the power play too. And the Sharks' Owen Nolan will knock it back down. One shot only on this power play so far. 51 seconds to run. Now Numminen rattles it around the boards. Here comes the Coyote power play. Owen Nolan down low. Puck comes to the point. Doan, Numminen there. Fires, deflected. Briere in the corner. Trying to feed it up high. Got it right back. Here's Danny Briere. So quick. Slides it up. Kept it at the point by Doan. Or was it? No! Offside! Oh! Doan was not able to keep it in the zone at right point. 31 seconds left in the power play.
Well, that's a pretty good eyes right here. It's not going to bounce off the boards the way Doan had thought it would. You can see that just going across the line. The linesman on the far side of the ice, and Doan, a right-handed shot, not only has to look it all the way across, but see it through Doan to make the call.
X-ray offside.
With that kind of pass from Danny Briere, you want a big old bounce so you can just take it right off the boards and go from that.
You tipped it in, but it's going to be turned out by Marcus Ragnarsson and whistled the length of the ice. Now Burke serves it up. 15 seconds left in the Coyote power play. Early in the third, they're down by a goal. Here comes Danny Briere, 9 to shoot. Briere comes up the middle and almost got through. Briere keeps the puck alive, banks it over to Savage. Up it goes. Mara shoots one, saved by Nabokov. And that's the end of the power play with 2 shots on goal. Back come the Sharks, 3-on-2, and a blast by Domfus is right on with a save by Sean Burke. And Berehowski lays the lumber on down there right at the whistle. Trying to keep Mike Ricci at bay. Ricci goes down. Of course, the first thing he does is feel him for the nose and the mouth to see him for some lucky chance there might be some blood drawn there. Get a penalty, but no.
Good chance here. Good hard shot. This time, unfortunately, the rebound goes by everybody. You can see it's just sitting up there like a big old goose egg, and back the other way. Domfus out of the penalty box. Good hard shot. Burke with the good action, and right at the end, Berehowski just cleans house. But what happens sometimes, you get over anxious as far as screen and looking for that rebound. You have to have one guy high in the slot area because it's easier going in at the puck than trying to backtrack coming out of it. So sometimes that over energy can get you in a little bit of trouble, missing out on some opportunities.
So it's full strength hockey now with just under 18 minutes to go in the third period anyway. Who knows how long it could go. This puck alive now in the Coyote zone. Suter keeps it in there for the Sharks. Patrick Marleau banged into. Look at Numminen working on Marleau. A great look right in your family room as Numminen rides Marleau along the advertising and won't let go. Teppo playing with a bad hoof, a scratched eye, who knows what else. The puck comes backing away. Bannon guns it ahead. Here comes Lankow. Checked at the line by Marchment. Got it back to Bannon. Shoots one. And a blocker save by Nabokov. Lankow tees up a drive. Rejected off a body. And back into Coyote ice. Well, that was exciting. Here's Bannon and got it ahead. Now past Suter. Turned back by Teemu Solani. Gary Suter in his own zone ahead now. Harvey got it through to Patrick Marleau, who has the first Shark goal in this game. Burke swings it over. Lankow right there. That goes off Owen Nolan. Back for O.C. Bannon behind net. Just over 3 minutes into the third period. Mike Johnson there. Long angle. Cross ice it goes. Down comes Suchi. Suchi in the corner wrapped up by Nolan. And a big hit there by Mike Ratchey. Puck popped away and Ratchey steps through part of a check and gets it out to neutral ice. And now to Graves. He's open. He shoots. And a save by Sean Burke. Simpson and Nolan take a whack at each other. But Sean Burke stops the great veteran Adam Graves.
Doug, at this play, if you're a linesman, you don't want a goal scored because what happens, the linesman keeps the puck in play and it goes right to Graves. We stop it right here. It just hit the linesman right there. Here comes Ratchie. Graves is already up here. They make the pass, and that's what, right about there, the linesman's going, oh, please don't score, because they don't want to be a part of it. And they're going to be hit with pucks. It's going to bounce off them, but they never want to be a part of the goal scored or goal against after it goes off them. But right there, Burt comes up with a big save. But
make a save.
Yes, all he's staying up the ice because I don't want to be a part of it because you know the whole bench is going to be yelling, get out of the way.
Certainly the linesmen have no favoritism, but he was a big Sean Burke fan for a moment. Now Bobby Francis is really giving it to referee Stefan Auger. But the faceoff will come in the Coyote zone. Mike Civic, the linesman, dropping the puck between Peterson and Donfus, or not. Peterson's waiting for Donfus, the visiting player, to get that stick down. So, hey, I'm within my rights here. He just barely got it down. Wants the draw. Owen Nolan there. Pounded it into traffic. Loose puck. Donfus down there mixed with by Peterson. Here's Todd Simpson for the Coyotes to pull it away. Banks it out for Landon Wilson. The Coyotes come through and Wilson cannonades it down. It pops off Nabokov, who clotheslines it all the way down. And there will be an icing call here on San Jose. With 16:14 to go in the third anyway. The Sharks and the Coyotes locked up here. San Jose leading 2-1.
So we talked about the possession time. Even though the Coyotes were killing a lot of penalties in that second period, they still ended up with the advantage as far as offense. And we'll get right into the last part of that period where they picked up most of their time. So each period they're about a minute and 2 seconds more in the offensive zone. One quick flurry by San Jose, even though they run the power play the majority of the time in the second period, has been the biggest difference.
And now comes out this big banging line. Hanzus with May and Wilson. Who's just come on prior to the cessation of hostilities there. Mira and Barahowski are on defense. Hanzus wins the draw from Mike Ricci. Here's Wilson shooting and a save by Nabokov. Out come the San Jose Sharks. Trying to hook one up to Thornton. Here he comes. Thornton with Sundstrom down low. Thornton dishes away. Stewart's up high. A high puck down to the corner. To Barahowski. Floats it up. Kept in by Brad Stewart. Punches it right back. And Sean Burke leads it the other way. Landon Wilson. Ricci piles into Wilson. And they bang. Now Sundstrom is there. Floating away to the corner. Hanzus doesn't let Thornton get anywhere near the puck. And it's pulled away by the Coyotes. Wilson ricocheted off May. Here comes Hanzus in support, but the puck is turned back by Thornton. Scott Thornton got it through, but Barahowski's right there. Over the line, wrapped down by Wilson. A loose puck. May reaching, but pulled away by the Sharks. And Thornton's there. Popped away. Brad Stewart checked by Wilson. Wilson lost his stick on the play. And back down Teppo Newman. Just got there ahead of the Bird, and it's icing on San Jose. 15:15 to go. 2-1 Sharks in our Burger King game summary. Here's how we got here. Shane Doan scored just a minute 6 seconds into this game. But then the Sharks came back with 2 goals in a minute 58 in the second and take the lead 2-1.
In summary, we see Shane Doan, second shot of the game, beats Nabokov. Good hard snapshot, and then just this quick down low play. Marlowe shot through the screen, all tied up. A minute 58 seconds later, big bounce there for Graves. He gets it on the second attempt, and he's able to pop it in behind Owen Nolan.
Briere wins the draw. Newman fires a high puck loose deep. Now Briere tried to turn the corner, but he was checked. And the Sharks bank it up the boards. Stern couldn't get it out. Newman flings it in. Doan fires. Didn't have time to set up on a bouncing puck. Briere is sent right over Tea Kettle down there. And that's interference in anybody's book. And the Coyotes get a power play.
Nabokov going to get the call. He comes out to play a little bit of interference, but he gets that arm up into the face of Danny Briere. And there's again trying to get some momentum going. Here's the shot through. Briere gets it. Rebound back the other way. There's the big glove out. A little bit of a slew foot, and down goes Danny Briere. So make him pay. Yes, sirree. This is the one you've got to make him pay. So a player on the ice has to serve the penalty, and this will be given to the pleasure of Teemu Selanne. He gets to serve the 2-minute penalty to the goaltender.
Interference to goaltender Evgeny Nabokov. The fans love that. The pom-poms start waving. The white-clad multitude leaps to its feet, cheers its head off, and the Coyotes embark on their most important power play of the game. A goal here will tie it up. Here's Danny Briere. Savage is in front. They go high. Doan fires. Newman jumps down. A whack there. Couldn't get it out by Sundstrom. Ragnarsson shovels over to Ricci. At the line. Onside. Savage there. Bangs it over. But there's a whistle.
Oh, this is something really he's not going to make. This is a young referee making a call here. One of the how many times has that fallen off during a game?
A piece of the retainer that goes on the top of the glass has fallen off, and so they're going to stop the Coyote power play and go fix it.
Well, this is something that that's the first time I think I've seen it ever called.
I've never seen it.
But the Coyotes definitely do a good job. Doan comes in and just levels Ricci. They keep the puck in play. Savage sends it all the way across after to set something up. And all of a sudden now the whistle blows, stops momentum, stops possession of the puck in the offensive zone.
Well, you hope you don't see that again. We've seen a couple things we hope we don't see again in this series so far. Well, while they fix the glass retainer, 1:36 to go in the power play for the Coyotes. 14:36 to go, at least in the third. The arena attendant gets a big round of applause. It's the show everybody's talking about. Now it's Emmy-nominated tonight. Howie Long's draft analysis. Jill McGill, LPGA Girl Gone Bad. And George Wendt, you know him as Norm from Cheers, is back at the bar. Tonight, 11 o'clock only, here on Fox Sports Net.
Doug also does, it takes away a lot of momentum. The Coyotes seem to have been building on that power play. It does give their number one unit that little extra rest, but again, you'd rather keep that play moving.
Gives their penalty killers a little extra rest, too. Here comes Burke with 91 seconds to go in this power play for the Coyotes. It's Shane Doan who has their lone goal of the game. Shakes off a hit down low by Owen Nolan. Danny Briere side saddles over, angles it out, picked off by Adam Graves, and skied right back in. 1:17 in the power play. Burke parks it there for Briere. Coyotes down by a goal on a huge third period power play. Here's Tefo Newman, the captain of the Coyotes. Down deep they go. Savage is there, bumping along with Racci. And it's whistled back out by San Jose. And Burke will gather it in there. Away from Sturm. Puck loose up the boards. Gathered in by San Jose. Down goes about the fourth body there. And finally a whistle and a hand pass is called. Shane Doan vastly protesting as he was sliding along the ice. But a hand pass is called, and a face-off now comes in the neutral zone.
So very quickly you can see some big-time momentum lost on a power play. The Coyotes did have control in the offensive zone. But again, they have to be a team to do that and develop it themselves. I mean, you can look at the referees and say, well, he shouldn't have blown the whistle here or there. It doesn't matter. This is the playoffs. It's adversity all times during the game. They have to find some way to develop that play up through into the offensive zone.
Owen Nolan wins the draw, but the puck comes back into his zone. Ranked away by Marchment. Berehowski will chase. Now 37 seconds left in the Coyote power play. Here's Paul Mara. Out they come with half a minute to shoot. Mara sends it hard around deep into the zone. Nolan's down there. Nazarov crashing down. Ratchets the puck free. Nolan licks it and sends the puck all the way back down. And again, the Coyotes are not being allowed to set up on their power play.
Yeah, Nolan's reading that play very well, and that time the Coyotes were able to get it back, but it took three of them, and there wasn't anybody left to get that loose puck.
Now 6 to shoot on the power play. Back down they come. Nabokov out of the net. Lankow closing in. Power play's over. Puck comes away. Out come the Sharks. 2-0, and a running shot saved by Sean Burke. And what a beauty on the charging Marco Sturm. The net dislodged. The Coyotes got no shots on the walk-off on the power play, but nothing goes back on Burke this time either.
Some say our country's in a funk, punks. We're Americans. We're hot rodding, wave shredding, bronc busting, meat eating sons of guns, and we're gonna keep rolling. You a little short on dough? I got your back. I've beefed up my value menu so you can fill up and get on with your guitar wailing, tree hugging, chain sawing, spring breaking, allowance earning, freedom loving life. Oh, and one more thing. Keep smiling. This is still the best darn country on earth.
Take me fishing and show me how to drive the boat.
Take me fishing, so we'll always have something in common.
Take me fishing, because my wedding will be sooner than you think.
On the next Beyond the Glory, Kobe Bryant was destined to be an NBA legend.
Nobody could touch him, nobody could stop him.
But his desire to be the best clashed with his fellow superstar.
He needs to learn how to use everybody else.
And almost brought a franchise to its knees.
You know, they're like worrying about whose team it is.
It's a story of talent and ego. Kobe Bryant, Beyond the Glory. Sunday at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
12:52 to go, at least in the third. 2-1 San Jose. It remains. And if there is a Game 7, the quest for the Cup continues here on Fox Sports Net, Tuesday at 7 o'clock. The next 3 games of this series will all be on WB 6 and 61. This is Game 3, and right now the Sharks have it 2-1. Peterson and Ricci, who wins the draw. Gary Suter now in the Coyote zone, fires, saved by Burke, and he gathers that one in. And a face-off will come in the Coyote zone. Ricci right down there, annoying as usual. Guy you love to have on your team in a playoff time. Coyotes have an 11-shot advantage over the Sharks right now, 33-22, but they trail by a goal.
Second shot of the game went in behind the Bobkoff. 31 consecutive saves by the young second-year goaltender. Burke, on the other hand, just a bunch of shots in that early in that second period has been the biggest difference for him. Of course, a couple breakaways, too, were pretty big here in the third.
Dennis Peterson chucked out of the face-off. Michael Hansus will come on for the Coyotes against Mike Ricci. Solid face-off man. Ricci wins the draw. Now the drive loose. They score. Thornton put it in, and the Sharks have a 2-goal lead. Scott Thornton in the scramble puts it in, and it's now 3-1 San Jose.
Quite obvious a couple things on this play. First, the kicking out of Peterson is not going to make anybody happy here. Ricci wins it back to the point. They get the play off, but what they're trying to decide now, I think they're looking at, they can't beat Burke on a great goal, so what they're trying to do is just get it at the net. There's a redirection, a save. Barahowski gets there just a tad bit late from Thornton. He picks up the rebound, and that's what we talk about, just getting that puck at the net, score the ugly goals. Now that has been the real true tone of this whole series.
Thornton's first goal of the playoffs. Mike Ricci will get an assist at 7:20 of the third period. And Harvey will get the other one. Ricci and Harvey get the 2 assists. Thornton makes it 3-1. Now Burke swings it away. Here's Landon Wilson. Off the boards, pulled away. Thornton again. Here's Ricci. Cuts and fires. Score! San Jose has taken over this hockey game. It is 4-1. And Thornton and Ricci hook it up again.
Again, back to basics. Ricci just a hard work, grinding it through it at the net, caught the far post, and that went in for him. And all of a sudden, you can see how things are starting to work when you keep it simple, keep it to the basics. And they're just grinding hard work. You're seeing not as many big hits as we've seen earlier. The puck turns over. The Coyotes had full control of it. They get it to Ricci. He just slides it right along the ice and just goes under the glove of Sean Burke on a costly turnover. Right there between the pad and the glove along the ice.
2 goals in 23 seconds. And Mike Ricci from Thornton on a single assist goal, and now it is 4-1 A 3-goal hill to climb for the Coyotes now with 12 minutes to do it. And yes, they can, and yes, they have. Think back to a notable night against the Los Angeles Kings, for example. Out come the Sharks now. Here's Burke. Now Newman, crashed into. Johnson ratchets the puck away, and out comes O.C. Vananen. He sends that one deep into enemy ice. Now the Sharks deep in their own zone. A hit by Johnson frees it up, but Lankow threw it right through, and it's knocked out by San Jose. Newman ahead. Solani's right there, pestered by Lankow. Teemu Solani knocked away by the repo man, Teppo Newman. Johnson in neutral ice back into his own zone. Vananen and Newman are back there. 11:17 to go. Coyotes getting out of their zone now. Here's Briere. Claude Lemieux right through the neutral ice area. Swings it around Donfus. Nabokov parks it back there. Dolan goes piling in. Here's Briere to shoot. Loose puck. Kicked over. Suchi fires. Save Nabokov, and he's got it. And everybody's mixing it up down there now. Owen Nolan taking it down. Lemieux is there banging away with Nolan. Briere and Donfus square away.
Looks like it just might be one penalty to Lemieux, but I can guarantee you Nolan would not go down this quick or this easily if he was all fired up. It was a good heads-up play by him. Well, maybe there won't be a penalty. The shot on the net, you can see, is right at the last second. Good cross-check right there by Nolan into the ribs of Lemieux. There's the face rake. Down goes Nolan.
Yeah.
And then everybody just piles on after that. The face-off is moved outside. There's a little cross-check by Nolan. Little play, and then there's just a simple face rake from that point. But the defense, when the Coyotes come in, they move the face-off outside the blue line.
Briere against Donfus. You see Lemieux really working with Graves right at the bottom of your picture. Briere and Donfus square away. Danny Briere wins the draw. Here is Suchi. And back into the San Jose zone. Gary Suter's there with 10:46 to go. A 3-goal lead now for San Jose, who have scored them in braces here. 2 goals in just under 2 minutes in the second to erase a 1-0 Coyote lead. And now, devastatingly, 2 goals in a span of 23 seconds here in the third.
Definitely San Jose will be putting that very tight defensive game on them right now. They're going to have to work doubly hard just to get themselves back into this game.
Lemieux starts it back out. A high puck turned loose. Doan down there messing away with Marchment. Ryan Marchment. Like Nolan playing with a bad back. This puck loose in the San Jose zone and wanders away. Doan there. Away from Sundstrom. They play it away to neutral ice. A big hit by Stewart. Piling right into Landon Wilson. Pulled away by Sundstrom. 3-on-1 down low. Sundstrom shoots and a save by Burke. Pulled away now by Handzus. And out come the Coyotes to center. Punch down low by Savage. Out comes Nabokov to wrap it away. Kept in. Handzus fires and it just whistled wide. Sundstrom is there with 9:39 to go. Every tick of the clock crucial now. Back out come the Coyotes. Handzus over the line. Thumped with a big hit there. Solani turns it back out to Stewart. And the Sharks bring it in. Stewart blasts a long one down. Burke goes out of the net. Plays it up the wall. Now they come to neutral ice. Handzus is there. Checked. Threw it right on Harvey's stick. They glanced away. Coyotes at the line. Well, clear control, a little indecision there. The puck was lifted away by San Jose. Icing coming on San Jose if it goes far enough, which it doesn't. Suchi and Vananen down low for the Coyotes now. Now the puck is back and forth, and it's a 2-liner coming for San Jose. 8:55 to go, at least in the third, and the Sharks have bit off a 3-goal lead.
When we made the first portable PC, we were way ahead of our time. We still are. Take this compact Presario 2800T notebook. Thin, light, powerful. With the mobile Intel Pentium 4 processor M, you get all that and longer battery life. And this week, it comes with a free carrying case, extra battery, and there's a $50 instant rebate. So it's just $13.99. You just call 1-888-271-1826 to get yours now. Our notebooks keep getting thinner and lighter. Sure wish I was.
Last word.
Oh no, here we go again. An Electrifying, gravity-defying, mesmerizing. Oh, wait, there's more. Things are heating up. A lot of smack, a lot of controversy. Welcome to the jungle. I am all over this. I am all over that.
The last word, Green Bennett. Sports Talk, as you know it. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
4-1 San Jose lead. The Coyotes are going to have to try and make some good things happen here in the last 8:55.
And they're out shooting the Sharks 34-26 in shots on goal. But the only red light that is lit up behind Evgeny Nabokov happened when this game was 66 seconds old. Since then, nothing in for the local hockey team. Dennis Peterson pounds it away. Here's Doan driving over the line. Doan locked up with Ratchy as they go deep. Doan in the corner. Puck loose to Zarov pounding away behind Nabokov. Here's Ratchy now to pull it away for San Jose. And the Sharks angle it away. Owen Nolan, long through pass. Vincent Damphousse driving the wing. Turned right back out by Suchi. Doan is there off a skate, though. Cannon punches it ahead. Adam Graves slings it down low. And Suchi gathers it in. Puck was glancing off a stick. Coyotes are changing on the fly here. Sundstrom bangs a long one low. Here comes Ricci. Bannon really cut him off at the pass, though. May behind the net. Sundstrom all over him. Bannon there to help. Jinking and deking. Got it away to Newman. Up the middle they come. Here come the Coyotes now with under 8 minutes to go. Michael Hanses driving over the line. It's Hanses to square away and shoot for the tip with Brad May really flying in there, but it ricochets up into the crowd in section 106. A whiteout souvenir with 7:44 to go.
Boy, Brad May wants this one back. Hanses with a perfectly timed pass. Just goes off the tip of the stick. That's just a redirection right there. May was there in time. He was able to get to the net in time and did not get it in.
Down to Todd Walsh.
All right, thank you very much, guys. I'll tell you what, as I mentioned earlier in the game, had a chance to talk to several members of the Sharks after their skate here this morning, in particular, veteran defenseman Gary Suter after their skate. And I'll tell you what, they would not bite on any leading questions about has momentum been lost after that big win by the Coyotes on Saturday in San Jose. Keep in mind, I think something maybe we have forgotten, that this was a team that won just about every big game that they had to win on their way to that Pacific Division title. Their confidence was supreme today. They knew they had to get their game back, and they did.
Winning big games, boy, is that ever critical. They finished the regular season with 7 wins in their last 10, too. So they went into the playoffs with a hot hand. Here's Marco Sturm in front of the net, but it did not connect. Teppo Newman in there as Mira through the check on Sturm. Puck dances away. Ragnarson's right there and turns it back for the Sharks. 7:17 to go and 3 goals to the good. San Jose hangs on to the lead, but it's an offside pass on the way into Marco Sturm.
But I don't think there's anybody thinking that it's going to be a short series. I know there's some coaches and players that are hoping it would be a short one on their respective sides, but these teams are very well matched. They're very well coached. They're conditioned very well, and they definitely know what it's going to take as far as momentum build back and forth. The Coyotes went up and stole one up there. San Jose wants to come back and steal one back here to get that home ice advantage. So definitely this huge chess match going on at this time.
Some other scores around the league. LA has defeated Colorado now to take a 2-1 lead in that series. Here come the Coyotes. Savage trying to get through a check, held at bay by Mike Rafji, and the Sharks come out. Now it's Todd Harvey angling through. Owen Nolan driving over the line, right through for Harvey, but no. And Burke will hang on there. And now under 7 minutes to play. 4-1 San Jose as the Sharks have broken this one open here in the third period tonight. Coming up on your Arizona Sports Report, the skating wounded. Jody Jackson takes a look at why and how the NHL players get it done in the playoffs. The Diamondbacks open up a series in Atlanta tomorrow. We'll have complete post-game coverage of this one. Todd Walsh and Colson will be all over it down in the dressing room area. Every local sports story you want to know, we're all over it on Fox Sports Net. 6:50 to go, at least in the third. Coyotes can snip away at this, but they need to cash in fast, and now Ratchy. They get with Peterson down there, but the puck goes flying away. Punched out of the zone. Here's Nazarov's long cross-ice pass. The only guys dressed in teal are down there at the moment. Hannon swings a high fluttering puck away. O.C. Vannanen. And Palmera. Around the ever-present and ever-annoying Ricci. Andre Nazarov driving down. Here comes big Nazarov. Andre Nazarov going deep. Trying to turn. Pulls away from a check. Slides it down to Doan, who scored the first goal of this game. 1 minute, 6 seconds into it. Toppled and friendly fire down there. Now Nazarov keeps it alive. Doan chasing. The puck off out of the net. Harrell locked up with Sundstrom, and the puck popped away. And the Sharks will happily ice this one here, nearly taking an ankle off a linesman. And it's icing on San Jose with 5:44 to go in the third. And the Sharks nursing a 3-goal lead.
You know, I've seen just about every kind of PC that Compact makes. Now, though, we've got the Compact Presario 6000T PC. As my kids would say, it's awesome. It's got the latest Intel Pentium 4 processor so that you can download, surf, play MP3s all at the same time. And you can get it any way you want it. It's what I call a personal computer. Like, this is the Andersons PC. They're getting a DVD burner, editing software. I see where this family's going. Hollywood. DJ Dan from Scranton, PA. He's getting a CDRW drive so that he can mix and burn his own CDs. Looks like the Everett family got this week's special. That's the Compact Presario 6000T PC with an Intel Pentium 4 processor, 20 gig hard drive, and we'll give you a $100 instant rebate. So it's just $7.99. You can get in on it too if you hurry. You just call 1-888-921-6720 and get yours direct from Compact. Of course, the best PC we'll ever make is the one we'll make for you.
Yes, I like the dusty rose on you, too. Oh, hello. Welcome back to Cat Chat. Today, we're having a spa day, so let's all be extra quiet.
You thought I was bluffing? Try my new cheddar chili burger. A jumbo patty, spicy cheddar sauce, onions, and chili, or it's going to be a Cat Chat summer.
Ivanka is in her happy place. Who's next for a mani-pedi?
Well, this is a rock position for a player to be in. Down 4-1 with 5:44 to go in the third. And yes, it's possible to pull this game out. Imagine what's going through the minds of these hockey players. It's been a tight game until the 2 quick goals by San Jose in this period. Now May, helmet almost off, got the puck up high, and it stays alive. Marchment there. May with a thundering check. Here comes Handzus. Now it's Landon Wilson. Landon Wilson knocks it low. Handzus trying to pull away from Marleau. Here's Handzus down deep, 5:17 to go. Coyotes need to score. Marleau turns it away and eases it back out, and the Sharks come to center.
Definitely is a very frustrating part of the game because you know you're running out of time and you try to do so much out there. But again, this is a team that has not let down anybody all year, and they've been able to come back many times. And they're just going to try and accomplish good things the rest of this way, whether it's physical or whether it's going to be on the score sheet.
At neutral, here's Suchi to turn it back. Coyotes regroup at center ice. Domfus turns it away, though, for San Jose. And now it's Suchi. Bangs it over the line. Lankow's there. Now it's for Nagy. And Ladislav Nagy fires. Saved the puck off. Loose puck. It just sat there and trickled. But Owen Nolan came in and filched it. And the puck goes dancing around. Suter's there. You heard Nabokov yell, ice it. But the puck is turned right back into San Jose ice. And now Simpson takes a couple of pops out of neutral ice and drops the glove.
Well, Marchment wanted to draw a penalty. He threw the first punch, and he got leveled with the second one right after it. I think he thought they were just going to be looking at each other. But Simpson says, no, you punched me once, you're getting it back right at him. And after that, this is what's going to happen. This is what I talked about, physical things towards the end of the game to see what's going to be set up.
Graves and Nagy. Johnson locked up over there with Ragnarsson. Down they go. Ragnarsson is pushing Johnson down to the ice from atop. Referee standing over the top talking to them. Oh, and he still won't get off. And now they have quickly hustled Owen Nolan over to the penalty box. Berahowski will go too. Durance Vile here coming from referees Paul Dvorsky and Stefan Auger.
Boy, you see the start of that. There was some pushing and shoving. Marchment threw the first punch with his glove on. And in the old days, that means it's time to tee it up and let's get it going. Right here was the extra little push. Now there's the shot. Right there's the first punch. Now 1.
All right, here we go.
2.
Pow. Oh, man.
Really, most of them not that physical after that. Really turned on, but you never stand there with your hands to your side. He was trying to draw a penalty there.
Simpson got that
but
one.
But when you throw that first one in there, you've got to know that one's coming right back at you.
Simpson just flat tagged him with that one.
And Brian Marchment knows that. He's a tough character. He's a guy that can bring it also. But he was just trying to draw a penalty there, but when he threw that first punch, that was the indication to Todd Simpson that it was time to get her going.
And so, this little set two really sets up a big matchup in Game 4 on Wednesday night.
There's the first punch. Now it's a matter of, okay, now it's going.
This one is the one. Pow!
Well, fortunately, he missed. He sort of just glanced his chin. If you would have caught him square on.
He's still got plenty of it right under the jaw. Ragnarsson.
These guys are all gone. It's an automatic 10 misconduct if you do something with an altercation on the ice. So there's going to be a lot of people cleaned house here. Get everybody off the ice and into the locker room.
Everybody there, what Kipling referred to as barrack room lawyers, all arguing their cases and being vastly mistreated by the legal system, of course. 4:22 to go. Kobe Bryant was destined to be an NBA legend, but his desire to be the best clashed with his fellow superstar and almost brought a franchise to its knees. The Emmy-nominated Beyond the Glory takes you inside the hidden world of sports' biggest stars. Kobe Bryant, Beyond the Glory, presented by Acura, Sunday at 8 right here on Fox Sports Net.
Well, they didn't get kicked out. They just cleaned out the whole dressing room here. Everybody's back in the game, and again, that's something that I thought maybe the referees would clean house a little bit to try and keep
a lot of them
things in order here.
Let's take a listen here.
Coyotes penalty number 2, Todd Simpson, double minor, 4 minutes for roughing. Tons of penalties, 15-38.
So it's just going. A lot of guilty consciences went over to sit down, but it's a double minor for Simpson, and that results in a Shark power play.
Especially after the linesmen have scored both Barahowski and Nolan off.
Nolan, and they hustled Nolan over there.
I'm not quite sure what you would call the playing of Ragnarsson and Johnson. That wasn't well within the rules, I think, at least the rule book that I've written.
Well, so it's just Marchment and Simpson with the double minor to Simpson at 15:38 of the third. The Coyotes already came in this game as the most penalized team in the playoffs after 2 games, but a lot of that had to do with that major and 10-minute misconduct and game misconduct that Nagy got in Game 1. It's 25 minutes worth right there.
So Marchment actually went to the locker room, so he is not in the box. He might not return. So in his place, Matt Bradley was in the box, only 1 minute and 7 seconds for the first 2 periods, so he had not seen a lot of ice time.
Back comes San Jose now. It is loose and turned by Lemieux. Now Burke shovels it away. This is power play number 6 running for San Jose. And Ragnarsson tracks it down. Ragnarsson, who had been in the penalty box, but now apparently not. Here is a long run out by Brad Stewart. Knocked away from Ricci at the line. Back and forth they go. 3:39 to go. Picked up. Johnson blasts a shot. And a save by Nabokov. Shovels it away. 1:09 to kill for the Coyotes here. Tom Poos. They try to get him open. He did get a little backhander. Knock it up onto Sean Burke, but nothing more will come of that. Solani was down there in the low slot, but the Coyote defense had it.
Looks like it's going to be a slashing call against the Coyotes as Danfos was going through the middle. So, yes, it's getting a little bit more oblique. As now it's a 5-on-3 situation for 1 minute and 3 seconds as Johnson is ushered to the box for slashing. Right through the middle, Solani, a nice little soft pass, and there's a slash there right across the hands. And all of a sudden now, Coyotes having a big old match to go here, and that takes away a lot of valuable time if any comeback was going to be mounted.
3 minutes, 25 seconds to go in regulation time. The Sharks lead 4-1 and now have a 5-on-3 power play. Well, Wednesday night is going to be take no prisoners. The Sharks will regain the lead if they win this game 2-1. Here's Solani. Suter times the drive, saved by Burke. Solani there bangs it away. It's Owen Nolan for San Jose. Nolan looks and swings it low. 44 in the two-man. Nolan there shoots one, deflected away by Burke. Still the Sharks keep it alive. It's 5-on-3 for 35 seconds. Nolan there. Down low to Ricci. Saved by Burke. Penalty coming. Ricci wound up on his knees. A cross-checking penalty is going to be whistled. And with 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go.
It's going to get the Coyotes also.
You don't see this very often. They cannot further deplete the Coyotes' manpower on the ice. And so, while the guilty party, Teppo Numminen, goes down, the penalty won't yet start.
This is going on all night. Cross-check in the back, especially this power play down low. And another cross-check. That got away with that one. That wasn't the one that counted. Teppo Numminen comes back. And this is something Teppo's setting up. He's been pushed around all night. And there he gets probably the least cross-check of the whole sequence he got called for. But all the matter is now for Teppo is just making sure that business is taken care of, because it's, again, a long, hard battle. There's still many games to go. You set up the tone by protecting in front of the net.
5-on-3 for the San Jose Sharks. Now, Teppo's penalty won't begin for 25 seconds. They can't tick off more than 2 penalties at once. So when Simpsons finally winds out, then Teppo's penalty will kick in, and it will stay 5-on-3 for quite a while. Time of Teppo Numminen's penalty hasn't even been posted yet. Suter there. Here's Ricci, drops it back. Now Donfu's got a piece of it, but no. And now Simpson's penalty is up, and Teppo Numminen's kicks in. It's still 5-on-3. This is power play 7. 4 shots on goal so far. And a blast by Suter. Rebound to Ricci. In 37 seconds, the Coyotes get 1 man back. A drive, right on, save, rebound, save again. Burke continues to be strong late in the game. And he's seeing some rubber now. 33 shots from the Sharks, and it's cleared away.
Look at this whole situation. The Coyotes might as well just keep on going to 5-on-3. Anything near the net, you make them pay. I mean, that's just the way it's set up now. But definitely a lesson learned, how you have to play the solid 60 minutes. But more of a mental advantage here for the Coyotes trying to kill all of this.
Suter shoots, and a laser right to the glove of Sean Burke. In 6 seconds, they'll get a man back. 3 shots on this power play already. 91 seconds to go in the game. And 1:09 of total power play time still to go for San Jose, which is leading 4-1. Of course, we'll rehash all of this on the Arizona Sports Report coming up in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. And the Coyotes will live to go at it another night. On Wednesday night, some tickets still available, not many. $9.50 can get you into a whiteout on Wednesday night. Ragnarsson there swings it over. This power play continues 5-on-4 now. This is number 8 for San Jose, approximately. 1:17 to go. 5-on-4 advantage for the Sharks. Ragnarsson cross-ice pass. Thornton is there. Coyotes can mount a tight box now in their penalty kill. A loose puck as the Sharks try to jam a pass, and Johnson whistles it out and all the way down. Now, as Nabokov serves it up to Ragnarsson, 1 minute to go in the game. A sellout crowd here of 16,210, and they were howling for a long time. A lot of them headed for the exits now, but many white-clad faithful have remained. And Wednesday night, the Coyotes will have a chance to tie this series up and send it back to San Jose on Friday, all even up at 2. And if they do that, you get down to one of the most exciting times in the playoffs when it's a best of 3. But first, they'll have to come back and win it on Wednesday night.
Definitely the emotion has to be a lot higher for the Coyotes. Did not see the same intensity game-wise as we saw from the Coyotes on the road.
Power play over, 15 seconds to go. Down comes Marco Sturm. Saved by Burke. The puck dancing around and pulled out by Lankow. Last 10 seconds of the game. Eamon Lankow bangs it to the glove of Evgeny Nabokov. He wings it away here. Burke will go play the puck. No point in stopping it now and forcing an icing. And that is the end of the game. The San Jose Sharks, with 2 goals in 23 seconds in the third period, broke open a tight 1-goal game and have won Game 3 4-1. San Jose now takes a 2-1 lead in the game, and we'll be right back on your Arizona Sports Report. Next Game 4 is on Wednesday on the WB.
Be sure to stick around for tonight's Pirates Bench 3 stars of the game.
On-road performance and legendary off-road capability. So gear up and go to MSGNetwork.com. Someone will drive away from Jeep Owner Appreciation Night at Shea with the grand prize. It could be you. Tonight on MSG, have a seat at the all-new Sports Desk. Kurt Menefee and John Giannone host MSG Sports Desk. Tonight on MSG Network. This is our town.
If you want more, you gotta see this. Visit our website at foxsports.com/YGST. Log on to find out what's coming up next week, as well as to see more exclusive You Gotta See This sports moments. You'll also find out how to contact us if you have video you think we should see.